FBI raid in Fulton County, Georgia, which was the epicenter of election fraud. And President Trump, we got the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard. She was down there for the raid at Fulton County, and the Democrats running the election center there. They wouldn't let members of the state election board in to the building because they're Republicans. And that's where all of their documents and their votes are stored, cases and cases, ballots and ballots. There's almost as much paper as the cash that Barack Obama sent to the Ayatollahs in Tehran. Plane loads, pallets and pallets of cash. So we've got that going. That's a big deal. And we are at 888-630-9625. 888-630-9625. And President Trump is tweeting about it and retweeting about it, and he's bringing up the election fraud that he's been talking about for so long. A couple of key tweets shared by President Trump on the subject about Wisconsin, about Georgia, and he's not giving up. Now we've got to see the Department of Justice and the FBI start actually arresting people for the crimes that they have allegedly committed. I think we'd all like to see that. That'd be good. We saw a lot of it a couple of years ago, and we haven't seen a lot of it since, but maybe it's time we stepped up the game on that front. We remain at 888-630-9625, and an update on the lunatic Democrats in Ohio and in Pennsylvania threatening to kill President Trump and calling everybody, Nazis and fascists while they terrorize the Jewish population of the United States to demonstrate the no sense of irony thing. 888-630-9625.
There's only one Chris Plant. The Chris Plant Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
WMAL traffic from the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center. Crash cleanup continues. Maryland westbound 32 at the DW Parkway. Major delays heading through there. Signal lights dark at the intersection of Bladensburg Road and New York Avenue. Inbound New York Avenue jammed on Chevrolet. Springfield outer loop at the exit for 95-395. Snow plows are now there to deal with that snow mound right at the exit, so do watch. A couple lanes are blocked. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Sunny and cold today with a high of 23. Clear skies overnight, low 4.
If you're a first responder, police, firefighter, nurse, medic, or military, current or retired, this message is for you. You show up when others are overwhelmed, running toward danger, carrying the weight. And when the shift ends, the pressure doesn't always stop. That's why Done with Debt has a debt relief solution designed specifically for you. The Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. Done with Debt uses battle-tested strategies to negotiate debt relief. That's why this exclusive plan is reserved for first responders and those who serve. Done with Debt has veterans on staff who understand sacrifice and stress. Their skilled negotiators stand between you and your creditors with one goal: to resolve your debt efficiently and permanently without bankruptcy or loans. It starts with a free, no-pressure consultation. And as our way of saying thanks, when you choose Done with Debt, you'll receive a $50 GovX gift card. Visit donewithdebt.com and ask about the Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. That's donewithdebt.com.
Your chance at a jackpot is waiting on every corner. Head to your favorite New York lottery retailer and grab a Powerball ticket today for your chance to win the ever-growing jackpot. Currently over $950 million. Good luck out there in New York. Please play responsibly.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
If I would have kept making only the minimum payments on my credit cards, my debt would have taken me 47 years to pay off.
These are real National Debt Relief customers.
I knew I wasn't going to be able to get out of debt by myself.
Credit card, medical, or personal loan debt? National Debt Relief negotiates with your creditors to reduce what you owe.
National Debt Relief got me out of debt.
You could be debt-free in as little as 24 to 48 months. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to learn more and get started. nationaldebtrelief.com.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus get a $300 instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Whatever your goals, AmeriQ has the right loan solutions to help you consolidate debt, financial reviews to help you budget for the present, and certificate rates that'll help you save for the future. Get started today at ameriq.org/possibility.
When life happens and you need care fast, you can teledoc that. Actually, for almost everything health-related, checkups, check-ins, and everything in between, you can teledoc that. Visit teledochealth.com to get started. TELADOC health.com.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the tech we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
First thing each morning, O'Connor and Company with Larry O'Connor. Weekday mornings from 5 to 9 on WMAL.
All right, let's go talk to nice people, the nice American people, the people on the side of the United States of America, our friends and allies and colleagues. Let's go, because there's funny stuff going on out there. Let's go to Mike, calling from Gainesville, Virginia. Michael, you're on the Chris Plant Show. Mike?
Can you hear me?
Hey, what? Have you been kidnapped by ICE?
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, there. Now I got you. Okay, now you're good. Sounds like someone was smothering you with a pillow for a moment there.
Yeah, it wasn't my doing. I don't have my thumb over my microphone. I'm coming through clear, I hope.
Yes, sir.
Is it warm enough where you are inside? It's certainly cold enough outside here in the Great White North of D.C.
It is. I'm indoors, and it's comfortably warm in here. Thanks
nice.
for the picture.
Yesterday I talked to your call screener, Jane, and told her that I believe that Ilhan Omar was sprayed or squirted with apple cider vinegar, and surely enough, 4 hours later, it was announced that she was attacked with apple cider vinegar.
How did you know? How could you know that?
Well, I've been around apple cider vinegar long enough, but what was left in the syringe looked exactly like apple cider vinegar, and from just the image, you could and everybody said it smelled terrible, which it kind of does smell terrible, but you could get it in your eye and it wouldn't hurt you. But I'm pretty sure Ilhan is going to set up another attack with a benign kitchen instrument. She's going to be attacked with a plastic spatula.
I got to tell you, and not only it didn't hurt her, but she is as fresh as a summer's eve now.
This is the Chris Plant Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
WMAL traffic from the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center. Beltway, Virginia. We're jammed out of Braddock Road to the exit for 95, 395. Snow plows are now there to try to remove some of that snow that was the cause of our earlier crash. Snow-covered lanes still an issue around the metropolitan area, so please keep the speeds down. Take it easy. Westbound freeway after the 3rd Street Tunnel. Still lose the right lane with the snow. Maryland Route 32. We're still jammed to the crash cleanup westbound at the Baltimore-Washington Parkway. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Sunny and cold today with a high of 23. Clear skies overnight, low 4.
If you're a first responder, police, firefighter, nurse, medic, or military, current or retired, this message is for you. You show up when others are overwhelmed, running toward danger, carrying the weight. And when the shift ends, the pressure doesn't always stop. That's why Done with Debt has a debt relief solution designed specifically for you. The Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. Done with Debt uses battle-tested strategies to negotiate debt relief. That's why this exclusive plan is reserved for first responders and those who serve. Done with Debt has veterans on staff who understand sacrifice and stress. Their skilled negotiators stand between you and your creditors with one goal: to resolve your debt efficiently and permanently without bankruptcy or loans. It starts with a free no-pressure consultation. And as our way of saying thanks, when you choose Done with Debt, you'll receive a $50 GovX gift card. Visit donewithdebt.com and ask about the Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. That's donewithdebt.com.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any 2 for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The Mega Millions jackpot is getting mega huge. Head to your favorite New York Lottery retailer and grab a ticket today for your chance at a massive win. Currently over $950 million. Good luck, New York. Please play responsibly.
Whatever your goals, AmeriQ has the right loan solutions to help you consolidate debt, financial reviews to help you budget for the present, and certificate rates that'll help you save for the future. Get started today at ameriq.org/possibility.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy truck C71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader in out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop it and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any 2 for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
WMAL, making sense of the forecast, because you never know what Mother Nature has in store. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
announcement. Now, one of our great listeners called in a little while ago and spoke to Jeff on the telephones today. Paul called in, and he said, well, I don't really want to go on the air. I just want to remind a word that I started talking about several years ago, I think, on the radio. The word is kakistocracy. Kakistocracy. That's K-A-K, because you're talking about Democrats. You got to have a lot of Ks because they created the KKK. Kakistocracy, government by the least qualified or most unprincipled citizens. That is what the word kakistocracy means. It's government by the worst men, government under the control of the nation's worst or least qualified citizens. And that appears that certainly Minnesota is being governed by a kakistocracy. And the Democrat Party is a kakistocracy. They are party by the least qualified, the most unprincipled, the worst men, and lunatic women, of course, because they've got a lot of lunatic women. You know how they are. They're completely nuts. They are. And the violence continues to cascade from the Democrats. Again, another attack on another synagogue in Brooklyn, New York, by another left-winger going around calling everybody Nazis while they attack synagogues and Jewish governors' mansions with firebombs and all the usual Democrat Party stuff. They're very unwell. So we've got that. But the kakistocracy, we should remember that word. And it's kind of a funny word. I think it's not even in the Merriam-Webster's dictionary. You might have to go to the Oxford English Dictionary for kakistocracy. It's a great word in 2026, unfortunately, because it pertains to so much of what we're witnessing in the United States. Yes, sir. And again, this story made me laugh too. This whole thing made me laugh in that the BBC, you know who the BBC, that's the British Broadcasting Corporation, and the BBC, they went out and they confirmed, they analyzed, the British Broadcasting Corporation analyzed the video of Alex Pretty, where he was 11 days before he was shot and killed. He was attacking a federal law enforcement black SUV and doing a flying kick to knock out the rear passenger side tail light and spitting on the vehicle. And when federal agents got out after he assaulted the vehicle, which is an assault on federal law enforcement, legally, technically, and the agents jumped out and they went to take him into custody. He fought like a banshee, like a crazy person, assaulting these people 11 days before he was shot and killed. I guess he should have been jailed for the assault on the federal law enforcement 11 days earlier. Just a thought. And then he wouldn't have been shot and killed because he wouldn't have grabbed his gun and an extra magazine of ammo and gone out to attack federal law enforcement as he did in the end. Really something, these people. Yeah, but the BBC of all people, they are the ones. The headline is, BBC confirms authenticity of viral video appearing to show Alex Pretty kicking agent's car 11 days before shooting. It's kicking the car 11 days before the shooting. And why is it that the BBC in Great Britain, across the Atlantic Ocean, is the news organization confirming this? Why isn't it NBC News or CNN confirming that? Why is it that nearly an ocean away, we have the British Broadcasting Corporation doing the work of the American news media, because the American news media is not doing their job. They're Democrat Party propagandists, and they misrepresent what they're not lying about, and they lie about what they're not misrepresenting. So the headline, left-wing radical mediaite, BBC confirms authenticity of viral video appearing to show Alex Pretty, obviously showing Alex Pretty, kicking agent's car 11 days before shooting. Footage published on Wednesday, that's yesterday, appeared to show, clearly showed, Alex Pretty kicking an immigration agent's car, an SUV, before getting thrown to the ground. That's leaving out a detail or two. Before getting thrown to the ground, a confrontation less than 2 weeks before he was shot and killed in Minneapolis. It looks like he had a long history of this kind of conduct, this sort of behavior. That makes him a martyr and a hero of the Democrat Party. The news movement was the outlet that captured the incident on January 13th. It said in an ex-post that it appears to be Alex Pretty interacting, that's a euphemism, with federal immigration agents, and that it had the clip analyzed by the BBC, whose facial recognition technology confirmed his identity to a 97% degree of accuracy. I think maybe the Soviet Union sent in a lookalike, like, it's a Hollywood movie with a B-3 bomber or something. Completely crazy. The BBC confirmed the authenticity of the video in their 10 p.m. GMT news broadcast. Greenwich Mean Time, reporter Ross Atkins said the man in the video has the same coat, facial hair, and gait. Everybody's analyzing the gait now, isn't that right? As Alex Pretty, and a facial recognition tool suggests a 97% match. Well, there could be hundreds of Alex Prettys out there in Minnesota. There might be clones like the boys from Brazil or something like that. We see him shouting abuse at the agents separately as spokesperson with no particular gender. For the BBC confirmed to Mediaite that they reviewed the footage and verified its team did use facial recognition technology on the video. All right, this is not a mystery. It's not the Zapruder film. Here's the same guy. It's obviously him. He's wearing the same clothes. He has the same beard. He's got the same hatties. And here he is attacking federal agents in their vehicle. And that makes him a Democrat, I think, is what it makes him. But the agents are in the vehicle, and crazy man Alex Pretty, a run-of-the-mill Democrat, he's out there attacking their vehicle and throwing out what I've got to say is a very good kick at the taillight, and he detaches the entire tail. He's spitting on the windows where the agents are inside, and then he throws a kick at a second kick, and bam, pops the whole taillight out of the thing like he really knows how to kick. He must have gone to left-wing taillight kicking class, something like that. And then the agents get out and you can't tell they're agents except for the body armor and the helmets and the gloves and the uniforms and the firearms and the gas masks and the government vehicle, and everybody can tell. But he decided to go confront them and spit on them and curse them out, and then repeatedly kick their vehicle until he caused actual damage. I mean, the guy can really kick. Past tense, the guy could really kick when he was alive before he decided to go get shot to death by law enforcement with a gun strapped to his, because, Democrats. And why is it that the BBC is confirming this? Why is CNN not using facial recognition programming? It's because they're not showing the video. And if they were, they would use it to indict federal law enforcement for daring to respond when a crazy person at 6'4" or whatever he is spitting on their vehicle and cursing them out, and then throwing good kicks at their taillights and popping them right out of the black SUV's body. And of course, there is a mob of Democrats out there when this was much earlier, a mob of Democrats out there confronting federal law enforcement because of the rampant mental illness. You know how they are. They're mental. So we've got that. And yeah, we should, if we have not shared this video, maybe Kevin, and I don't know, Michael, you're probably busy, I think, but we should share this video so people can see it, because it's just another example of Democrat Party heroes. And Jefferson Davis is making a comeback, the Democrat Party. They need their cheap labor. Boy, this party really needs cheap labor. The first American Civil War was about the Democrat Party and cheap labor. They were called slaves, the Democrat Party, the party of slavery, and the Confederate States of America. And now, of course, they're the violent criminals in the streets attacking everyone and firebombing the Jews in particular, and self-immolating. You can't forget when they're attacking and firebombing the Jewish governor's mansion in Pennsylvania, and pro-Israel marchers being firebombed in Colorado by Democrats, and students being terrorized by the violent mobs wearing Hamas headdresses in New York City, and all of that good stuff. You can't, and attacking synagogues and crashing cars into synagogues in Brooklyn just last night, still attacking the Jews all over the place while they call everybody Nazis. From the river to the sea, they're chanting to wipe Israel out. And then they ironically go around calling everybody else Nazis. They use the words, but they don't know what they mean. Remarkable things. They should be wearing armbands so we can identify them in public. Remarkable. All right, let's go back to telephones, Michael. Let's go to Carl, calling from Charleston, South Carolina. Carlo, you're on the Chris Plant Show.
Yes, Mr. Plant. I just want to say simply, Mr. Pretty, his first lawless encounter with the ICE people, then his second encounter, he went there with a pistol and 2 magazines. What he was doing, he was setting them up for the kill. And if he hadn't done it, the second time, that would have intensified his anger and give him more courage, to have a third encounter with the ICE gentleman and take them out. So he was there for the kill. And one final thing, so far as the protesters, in 1961, 62, 63, I was about 12 years old, and I saw it on television. If the blacks who were marching down south, if they had attacked the law enforcement, the National Guard or whatever, there would have not been enough room in the cemetery to bury them.
Yeah, no, look, you're right about that. Well, they're listen, Carl, they're pretending this is a civil rights issue. It's civil rights for illegal alien gang members from Venezuela to shower with your teenage daughter and to go on public assistance and welfare. And Carl, I mean, you speak with great clarity. I've got to say, and you're saying that Alex Preddy went there the first, and it sounds like you've seen the video of him kicking out the taillight and so on. And then his second encounter, he brought a pistol and presumably he didn't have the pistol first time around because he was taken into custody then too. And I think they would have found the pistol then. So he was angry and came back, and all the news media is reporting he had a broken rib. But there is no evidence to show that he went to a hospital, that he was diagnosed with a broken rib. That sounds like another Democrat Party lie. He probably had a bruise or something, but it's another Democrat Party lie. It sounds like to justify violence because that's the Democrat Party, Carl. And it sounds like you've got their number. But you said his second lawless encounter very clearly stated that he was there setting them up for the kill. So you think that because he showed up with his 6-hour 9mm pistol and 2 magazines loaded with ammo, that he was there to open fire on them. That's your conclusion based on what you've seen.
Well, if he hadn't, gotten his second encounter, if he hadn't gotten the shots off, then he would have been angry and he would have approached them at another point, a third time, ready for the kill. So, so he staged that. And also, too, Mr. Plant, a final thing I want to say, too, across the nation, all the people.
Yes, sir.
I came up back to civil rights. In a few months, I'll be 75 years old. I was a young kid then. But the black folks down there, the civil rights bill, all the rights that we have now, women's rights and job rights, that came from the backbone of the civil rights bill from Congress. All of those bills came because of fairness and righteousness, because of the civil rights march. Everybody should enjoy it, but I'll say like this. The black folks down south, we did not attack law enforcement. If we did, like I said, there would not be enough room in the cemetery to bury us back then. So when Dr. Martin Luther King said peaceful march, he knew what he was doing. So in other words, nothing's going to get done with this not respecting law enforcement. And also, too, with Congress. You can shut down the government. But the point is, all these federal judges, you tell these people, first of all, you have no right to attack the policemen, because once we do not have law enforcement, we will be a country in chaos. And don't you forget it. It will happen. A country in chaos.
Yeah, well, I agree with you 100%, Carl. I've got to say, and everything you said, and you're absolutely right that the civil rights marchers in the South, all over the South, and you know that Sheriff Bull Connor with the attack dogs and the fire hoses, that he was a statewide leader of the Democrat Party, the governor George Wallace, statewide leader, Democrat Party, and standing in the schoolhouse door at Central High in Little Rock, Arkansas, Democrat Governor Orville Faubus, statewide leader of the Democrat Party. That's where Bill Clinton came up, by the way. And you're right that the violent attacks in the Civil Rights March era, the attacks were by the police overwhelmingly. Until we got to the 68 convention in Chicago. And then we had the left, the hardcore lefties attacking the police. They still call it a police riot. But, Carl, you and I know that it was a left-wing riot in Chicago, pro-North Vietnamese communist, pro-Viet Cong, and anti-American. And you're right, you said 61, 62, 63, and the Black Civil Rights Marchers in the South. And, right, they didn't attack the police. They weren't the violent mob, and they had legitimate grievances as opposed to these left-wingers in Minnesota and in Minneapolis in particular, Carl. You got their number, pal. You've got your finger on the pulse. I know you do. And the Democrats, they're completely nuts. And I don't know if you've heard me talk about this, Carl, but my stepfather, who I grew up calling Dad, was a news reporter in that era, and he crossed the Edmund Pettus Bridge with Martin Luther King and was there for a great deal of that violence. And then came home to us in Chicago to the dinner table to tell us about all that, and more on that subject for another time. Carl, glad you called in. Thank you, buddy, and an early happy birthday to you as well.
You're listening to the Chris Plant Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
WMAL traffic from the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center. Beltway in Springfield, outer loop is still have a couple lanes blocked for snow removal where we had our earlier crash. If you're on the Beltway through Annandale, watch on the outer loop with an abrupt delay before Braddock Road. Loudon County helping with the crash that closes eastbound 9 right near Charlestown Road. In the district, police are directing through the intersection of New York Avenue and Bladensburg Road. The signal lights are out and you're still jammed as you come out of Chevrolet and inbound 50. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Sunny and cold today with a high of 23. Clear skies overnight, low 4.
If you're a first responder, police, firefighter, nurse, medic, or military, current or retired, this message is for you. You show up when others are overwhelmed, running toward danger, carrying the weight. And when the shift ends, the pressure doesn't always stop. That's why Done with Debt has a debt relief solution designed specifically for you. The Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. Done with Debt uses battle-tested strategies to negotiate debt relief. That's why this exclusive plan is reserved for first responders and those who serve. Done with Debt has veterans on staff who understand sacrifice and stress. Their skilled negotiators stand between you and your creditors with one goal: to resolve your debt efficiently and permanently without bankruptcy or loans. It starts with a free no-pressure consultation. And as our way of saying thanks, when you choose Done with Debt, you'll receive a $50 GovX gift card. Visit donewithdebt.com and ask about the Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. That's donewithdebt.com.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any 2 for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Early birds always rise to the occasion for summer vacation planning because early gets you closer to the action. So don't be late. Book your next vacation early on Vrbo and save over $530 on week-long stays. Average savings $550. Select homes only. Minimum 7-day stay required.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
No, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy truck C71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader in out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
WMAL, making sense of the roads, because traffic doesn't always follow the pattern. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
The lunatics. Yeah, with the BBC, they confirmed the authenticity of the video. ABC hasn't looked at it yet. They're not aware of its existence because they're not a news organization. Let's go back to the telephones, Mike. Let's go to David calling from Cape Cod, which we keep in Massachusetts. Gesundheit. David, you're on the Chris Plant Show.
Good morning, Chris. How are you today?
Couldn't be better, my friend.
Well, thank you so much for taking my call. So I heard you just say that you assumed he didn't have his gun on the first encounter.
Right.
He did. And he did. And Greg Kelly last night on Newsmax did a slow motion video of when, after he kicked the taillight, and he must have had steel toe shoes on because taillights don't pop out like that.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing. He must have engineer boots with steel toes or something.
Yep. So when he's down on the ground, just before he's released, his jacket goes up and his shirt is there, and you can see the profile of the gun on his back.
No kidding. And Greg Kelly did freeze phrases on that last night?
Yes. That's why I watch him. He's so great. He brings up stuff nobody else does like you do.
He is great. Let me tell you, he's also a great guy. I like him personally. He's a great guy, and he's funny, and he's a former Marine Corps officer, Harrier pilot, and his father was the police chief in New York.
Exactly.
Ray Kelly, who was a great police chief. Yeah, great family, great Marine Corps officer, great news anchor on Newsmax, and just a really good guy and funny.
Well, I like funny people, as you know. And as Jerry Seinfeld said when he turned 70, he goes, I don't have much time left. I only want to hang around with funny people.
Did he say that? He's 70? Jerry Seinfeld is 70?
Jerry Seinfeld, 70.
I did not know that. I think of him from the TV show. I think of him in his 30s. But he's a good guy. And the Democrats are out there terrorizing him every time he shows up in public, too, because he's Jewish. And then they call everybody Nazis. Kind of ironic, huh, David?
You're the kind of guy I want to hang out and have a beer with.
Yeah, me too. Me too. That's why I stay home alone and drink. Just kidding. I'm only kidding. I don't stay home alone and drink.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station. Making sense of the news. News Talk 105.9.
News now. WMAL News at 10. Good morning, everyone. I'm John Matthews.
Border czar Tom Homan sought to set a new tone as he delivered his first remarks since taking over ICE operations in Minnesota.
Homan saying that the state attorney general here in Minnesota, Keith Ellison, says that jails can notify ICE when they are about to release a wanted criminal illegal alien. This is notable because the Trump administration has been asking sanctuary jurisdictions to cooperate with ICE detainers to simply notify them. Also, Homan announced that they will be focusing on targeted enforcements here, targeting public safety threats and national security interests. Our impression is that agents will now be ending the roving patrols here in the Twin City. That's what sources have been telling us.
Fox News' Matt Finn, a partial government shutdown inching closer.
The test vote needs 60 yeas. Republicans could try to split DHS funding from the rest of the bill, but that could spark a partial shutdown. TSA and air traffic controllers are still reeling from the last shutdown. But if the Senate approves anything different from the House, there's a shutdown for 78% of the government. It's likely that TSA workers and air traffic controllers would be asked to work, even though they're not getting an immediate paycheck. However, FAA employees did receive a recent paycheck, so there might not be as much impact from an abbreviated shutdown.
Fox News' Chad Pergram. D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser giving homeowners who never got around to shoveling their sidewalks a pardon this week.
If you think people are frustrated now, give them a ticket for snow creek they can't move. And so we want people to move it.
Bowser says nearly 300 plows have been deployed, and now they're using heavy plows in residential areas. In the past 24 hours, Bowser says they've brought in even more heavy machinery to break up and transport all that ice and snow. But when it comes to the sidewalks, even though they have suspended fines for folks who don't remove snow from their area, you should still clear it to help your neighbors.
7 News' Scott Thuman. Fairfax County schools have released the results of an investigation into illegal recruiting by 2 high schools.
It determined that the football teams of Hayfield Secondary and Fairfax High violated state rules on student-athlete transfers. Fairfax High was banned from the 2025 playoffs, and Hayfield received a 2-year ban in 2024. FCPS says it will improve its processes for examining new student registrations, and enhanced training for coaches and volunteers is already underway. The school system also says efforts are underway to clarify the rules and oversight on athlete transfers.
7 News' John Rogers. DC Water says its contraption created to divert sewage from a broken sewer line and to keep it from flowing into the Potomac is working.
DC Water says there's still some wastewater escaping into the Potomac, but it's a far cry from the millions of gallons that poured out since a massive section of pipe collapsed along Clara Barton Parkway last week. There were more than 10 hours on Wednesday when no sewage escaped, as the bypass system continues to successfully divert wastewater back into the sewer line downstream of the collapse. Crews will spend the next few days excavating to get to the collapsed pipe to assess the damage and lay the groundwork to repair it. Heather Curtis on WMAL and WMAL.com.
The Dow is down 87 points. The NASDAQ is down 390. Up next, traffic and weather on WMAL.
If you're a first responder, police, firefighter, nurse, medic, or military, current or retired, this message is for you. You show up when others are overwhelmed, running toward danger, carrying the weight. And when the shift ends, the pressure doesn't always stop. That's why Done with Debt has a debt relief solution designed specifically for you. The Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. Done with Debt uses battle-tested strategies to negotiate debt relief. That's why this exclusive plan is reserved for first responders and those who serve. Done with Debt has veterans on staff who understand sacrifice and stress. Their skilled negotiators stand between you and your creditors with one goal: to resolve your debt efficiently and permanently without bankruptcy or loans. It starts with a free, no-pressure consultation. And as our way of saying thanks, when you choose Done with Debt, you'll receive a $50 GovX gift card. Visit donewithdebt.com and ask about the Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. That's donewithdebt.com.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any 2 for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Steve
Steve Hirshhorn in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
Now we head over to the Springfield interchange right now on the outer loop after the Springfield interchange. Right after that, on the Mitchford Van Dorn Street, the accident blocks the right lane. That's causing delays on the outer loop southbound from Braddock Road. Elsewhere on the Beltway on the inner loop, still a bit under speed, 355 over to Connecticut Avenue, Montgomery County. Then on the inner loop after Pennsylvania Avenue, Route 4, accident activity there is in the right lane. Outer loop is still not back up to speed yet from University Boulevard up to Georgia Avenue. Westbound freeway, very slow from the 11th Street Bridge to the 3rd Street Tunnel. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Another day in the deep freeze with highs in the 20s under partly cloudy skies. We ended the overnight with temperatures single digits and lower teens, wind chill factors below zero. Cold tomorrow, and it looks like we're going to miss the big East Coast storm. I'm 7 News meteorologist Steve Rubin, the First Alert Weather Center.
18 at Reagan National, Grand Rapids, News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Now on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. Chris Plant.
Jurisdictions that refuse to cooperate with federal immigration authorities are sanctuaries for criminals. Sanctuary cities are sanctuaries for criminals and endangers the residents of the community. To be clear, we did not agree with Minnesota state and local officials that they would be involved in immigration enforcement. I didn't ask them to be immigration officers. I'm asking them to be cops working with cops to help stay criminal animals off the street.
Yes. Tom Homan, our reporters, are in Minneapolis holding a press conference in the 7 a.m. hour local time this morning. That'd be the 8 a.m. hour Eastern time if Democrats are trying to follow along but can't. Yes, and the BBC confirms the authenticity of viral video making the rounds now that show Alex Preddy kicking federal law enforcement agents' SUV, knocking the taillight out, just clean out of the vehicle. A heck of a kick, two big kicks, and had to have steel-toed boots on, dented the corner of the car, popped the entire taillight fixture out of the car, and according to reliable sourcing, all kinds of good stuff. Greg Kelly on Newsmax last night. If you look at the video, Alex Preddy was carrying his pistol then when he attacked law enforcement. He should have been arrested 11 days before he was shot. He might still be alive if only he'd been arrested, but he was apparently not arrested when he violently assaulted the federal government vehicle carrying federal law enforcement officers. He was spitting on the windows where the officers were inside. He was cursing them out loudly and then kicking very hard enough to pop the taillight fixture out of the right rear end of the car. And then he violently attacked police when they got out, the law enforcement, federal law enforcement, when they got out of the vehicle, and once again found himself on the ground. And inexplicably, he was not arrested and charged with the vandalism and assault and all of these things. He should have been charged and arrested, and then he might still be alive. Alex Preddy would still be alive if only they were enforcing the laws more strictly. See how that goes? And yes, and it turns out, as Greg Kelly pointed out on Newsmax last night, hey, look at him 11 days earlier. He had his pistol with him there, and what kind of nuts are these people? Nuts. Sometimes you feel like a nut. And Democrats, it's sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Democrats never don't feel like a nut. Isn't that true? I think they're Almond Joy rather than Mounds Bar people. They're Democrats. And speaking of bananas and rice, and who doesn't love bananas and rice? You see the bananas and rice Somali lady from, I use the term advisedly, the bananas and rice lady who posted a video pretending that she had a big bandage on her forehead. And, oh no, the ICE people beat me up and I need bananas and rice because I'm a Somali person. And the headline yesterday, viral bananas and rice Somali woman arrested for allegedly participating in Minneapolis riot. And it's time for her to go back to the Moog. It's time for her to find herself back to Mogadishu, because I got to tell you, Mogadishu is not the right place for the Somali gangsters that are stealing billions of dollars and lying to everybody. And when she reappeared protesting, there was no bandage on her head and there was no mark on her head. So it looked like the bandage on her forehead was a complete fake part of the video. I'm beginning to think that there are some issues with Somalis. Nasra Ahmed, who gained national attention for her cultural identity remarks, was arrested as Attorney General Pam Bondi announced escalated enforcement after deadly encounters. 2 deadly encounters thanks to the Democrat Party. Inciting violence from the governor of Minnesota, the mayor of Moganapolis. The Democrat Party is destroyed. You know, if you could destroy Minnesota, what can't you destroy? And the Democrat Party is destroying Minnesota. Most of the people in Minnesota are not lunatics, as I understand it. I've been reliably told. But listen to this. A Somali American woman, I just call her a Somali, who went viral for describing her identity as bananas and rice, was one of 16 people arrested in Minneapolis, Mogadishu, and accused of participating in a riot. And here's the video. It's not an alleged riot. It's not a mostly peaceful riot. They're gangsters. They're third world beetle munching communists and lunatics, and they're here to steal everything because they're bringing their cultural values with them from Mogadishu, which is not where we look to elevate our cultural norms. But the Democrats, they might, because they want the United States to become a third world country. You know, they're. So she was one of 16 people arrested, accused of participating in a riot. Federal authorities escalated enforcement after clashes with protesters. The woman, Nasra Ahmed, 23 years old. She doesn't look very fresh and clean for a 23-year-old, I've got to say. Of Minnesota, lately, arose to national prominence after remarks she made in a January 21st news conference comparing Somali American identity to a cultural mix that she described as bananas and rice. Now, it's a good thing you're not a white guy and a member of the patriarchy describing her that way, because that'd be racist. You know, hey, it's the bananas and rice lady. No, that's what she calls herself. A phrase that quickly spread across social media. And Michael, I think you probably have the audio of this woman, because we played it the other day before we even knew her name. They weren't giving her name at the press conference, but now we know her name is Nasra Ahmed, or Ahmed, and she is 23 years old. They say she's from Minnesota, but I know that she's from Mogadishu.
So I'm Somali. I'm proud to be Somali. To me,
Why?
being Somali isn't just eating bananas with rice. It's very hard to describe what it means to be Somali and what it means to be American. But it's like a cultural fusion. It's kind of like the bananas and rice.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, that's very well said. It's a cultural blending. I wonder which one are the bananas, and is America the bananas and Somalia is the rice, or is it the other way around? But there she is. In any event, she's been arrested for rioting now, the 23-year-old Nasra Ahmed, and she's not on Team America. I'm not sure if she thinks America is bananas or if America is rice. I'm going to go ahead and say that you guys are bananas, and we're a healthy grain product. But I like bananas too. I eat bananas several times a week. But I'm not from the Moog, am I? I'm not Mogadishu Chris. That's never been my nickname. Being Somali is more than just eating bananas and rice. It's a lot. It's interesting, she said. I would disagree with that. It's kind of like bananas and rice if you can eat bananas and rice. So yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, and she was dressed like a jihadi at the press conference with the black, hoodie, the Islamic lady hoodie, and the black head to toe, wearing a burqa and the whole thing. And then she's got a large Band-Aid on her right forehead. But when she was out rioting, there was no Band-Aid on her forehead, and there was no scuff or mark or bruise or contusion or cut of any kind. So it looks like the Band-Aid on her forehead was decorative, like it was propaganda. This woman should be catapulted into the Atlantic Ocean, perhaps from Cape Cod or the end of Long Island, maybe the end of into the Atlantic Ocean toward her home country of Somalia. And maybe throw her a log or something to hang on to while she paddles her way back to the Moog. Isn't that amazing? Yes, sir. All right, let us return to the telephones, and I've got a bunch of audio that I want to share with you as well, because you know who's on the loose out there, don't you? Democrats. That's who. Lots and lots of Democrats. And we've got more. So Bananas and Rice Lady and Nasra Ahmed and why she went viral with her banana and rice woman. And she's been arrested, making news all over the world. The Hindustan Times has a story on it. And isn't that amazing? The Democrat Party. And I still haven't gotten to the Democrat. He's a George Soros district attorney in Philadelphia, of all places. The Liberty Bell, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, all of that stuff. But Philadelphia district attorney Larry Krasner. He's, I believe we have audio of Larry Krasner as well, because Larry Krasner, I think it'd be fair to say that Larry Krasner, George Soros, bought that district attorney seat with money with his ill-gotten gains. He's a communist, anti-American, mainstream Democrat, George Soros. And he paid to give Larry Krasner, a radical extremist left-wing, and he's like 70 years old or something, and he's a lunatic. But here's Larry Krasner talking about ICE, and it's completely nuts. But this is your Democrat Party today.
This is a small bunch of wannabe Nazis. That's what they are.
ICE wannabe Nazis.
In a country of 350 million, we outnumber them. If we have to hunt you down the way they hunted down Nazis for decades, we will find your identities. We will find you. We will achieve justice.
We're Nazis. We will hunt you down the rest of our lives. We'll spend hunting down federal law enforcement agents in the United States of America, because and then when you hunt people down, what do you do with Nazis? Well, I think everybody knows that you kill them. Isn't that what you do? You got to kill them because they're Nazis and they're on the run and all of that good stuff. Just your Democrat Party, very, very unwell. And then Michael, we also had late night TV. You know, these late night TV people, they want to call everybody Nazis too, because they're not on our side. They're not on Team America by any stretch of the imagination. But the Democrat Party, they what is it? We got it in here in the cut sheet somewhere, don't we? I think. And Stephen Colbert on his TV show, he's got a national television show, and he explained that Nazis, they were nothing compared to ICE. Nazis were good guys. Stephen Colbert is defending Nazi Germany and saying that federal law enforcement of the United States much worse than the actual Nazis of the real Nazi Germany. And here's Stephen Colbert.
Bovino went on complaining. Well, at the end of they're trying to portray Border Patrol agents and ICE agents as Gestapo, Nazi, and many other words. Yes, do not compare ICE or Border Patrol agents to the Nazis. That's an unfair comparison. The Nazis were willing to show their faces.
Woo! And listen to this. That place I got to tell you, the theater, the doors should be locked off, and the Democrat Party. Yeah, because what is it, Michael? The Nazis were better because they showed their faces. Then they killed you, of course, and rounded you up. But the Democrat Party, and this is Stephen Colbert, CBS Network pays him, what do they pay him, $30 million a year, $25 million a year, to do that Democrat Party Civil War propaganda. And if you're looking for the Nazis, they once again crashed a car into a Jewish synagogue, which is the only kind we have, in Brooklyn, New York last night. And we have audio of that, as a matter of fact, a Democrat crashing his car through the front of a synagogue in Brooklyn, New York, where there are a lot of Jewish people living. In fact, New York City has the largest Jewish population on earth outside of Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. New York City, the largest Jewish population. But here's a Democrat crashing his car through the front of the synagogue because, and it was there were services going on, because it's full of Jews and he wants to kill them all. He's a Democrat.
Everyone move! Move!
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
crashing it repeatedly into the front of the synagogue. But you know, the ICE people are worse than actual Nazis in World War II, according to Stephen Colbert, who's paid by the CBS network millions and millions of dollars, and the man has been arrested. He's being charged with hate crimes. Oh no, not hate crimes. The Democrats, they prefer love crimes, don't they? They're in favor of just extraordinary stuff. You people. And Harmeet Dhillon at the Department of Justice in charge of the Civil Rights Division said, I have instructed our criminal prosecutors in civil rights to open a civil rights investigation into this violent attack on the synagogue in New York City. And even Zohran Mamdani was out there. Well, we've got him. We got to take a quick one here. We're at 888-630-9625. But Zohran the Jihadi, he's a genocidal anti-Semite and the Democrat mayor of New York City. The Democrat Party is becoming a real problem, don't you think? I think they've got a lot of issues. These people in the Democrat Party. Can I call them people? We've got more of them coming up. Yes, we do. Womp, womp, womp. What happened to the Democrat Party? You know, I remember they're rioting in Chicago in '68, blaming the police, and they're fighting for the communists in Vietnam, like Hanoi, Jane Fonda, and so many Democrats that became college professors, tenured college professors. And I don't know, the Democrat Party is the party of the first American Civil War. A Democrat president's got us into the first American Civil War. That would be Jefferson Davis. Then they killed the first Republican president, Abraham Lincoln, because he freed the slaves. Democrat presidents presided over our entry into World War I and World War II and the Korean War and the Vietnam War. And now they're loose on our streets. Somebody get the fire hoses.
Yes, do not compare ICE or Border Patrol agents to the Nazis. That's an unfair comparison. The Nazis were willing to show their faces.
There's only one Chris Plant. The Chris Plant Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
If you're a first responder, police, firefighter, nurse, medic, or military, current or retired, this message is for you. You show up when others are overwhelmed, running toward danger, carrying the weight. And when the shift ends, the pressure doesn't always stop. That's why Done With Debt has a debt relief solution designed specifically for you. The Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. Done With Debt uses battle-tested strategies to negotiate debt relief. That's why this exclusive plan is reserved for first responders and those who serve. Done With Debt has veterans on staff who understand sacrifice and stress. Their skilled negotiators stand between you and your creditors with one goal: to resolve your debt efficiently and permanently without bankruptcy or loans. It starts with a free no-pressure consultation. And as our way of saying thanks, when you choose Done With Debt, you'll receive a $50 GovX gift card. Visit donewithdebt.com and ask about the Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. That's donewithdebt.com.
Inflation, bank failures, recessions. In times like these, protecting your wealth is more important than ever. Gold and silver have stood the test of time as investments that safeguard your wealth. That's why millions of investors turn to APMEX. With over 25 years of experience, we make buying precious metals easy and safe. Visit APMEX.com today, because in uncertain times, gold and silver aren't just an investment, they're protection. That's APMEX.com.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
With great savings rates and debt solutions to help you refocus your finances, the new year is full of possibility with AmeriQ Credit Union. Whatever your goals, AmeriQ has the right loan solutions to help you consolidate past debt, financial reviews to help you budget for the present, and certificate rates that'll help you save for the future. Possibility starts here with AmeriQ Credit Union. Get started today at ameriq.org/possibility.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy truck Z71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader in out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
Your path to adult education begins with AEPP. Whether it's preparing for your GED, building your reading and writing skills, or discovering apprenticeship opportunities, learn more today at nysed.gov/adulted. A message from the New York State Education Department.
You know what they say. Early bird gets the ultimate vacation home. Book early and save over $530 on a week-long stay with Verbo. Because early gets you closer to the action. Whether it's waves lapping at the shore or snoozing in a hammock that overlooks, well, whatever you want it to. So you can all enjoy the payoff come summer with Verbo's early booking deals. Rise and shine. Average savings $550. Select homes only. Minimum 7-day stay required.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Mark Levin, weekdays 6 till 9 on 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Yes. Why do we have a Democrat Party? We should send them to Mogadishu. All Democrats should move to Somalia, and we should take Minnesota back for America. Just a thought. Not only kick the Mogs out, but and take their Beatles with them, but kick the Democrats out, because they're the bigger problem. Who's the bigger problem, the Somalis or the Democrats in Minnesota? The correct answer is the Democrats, of course. All right, let's go back to the telephones, Michael. Let's go to Frank, calling from Youngstown, Ohio. Frank, you're on the Chris Plant Show.
Hi, good morning, Chris.
Hey, Frank.
These Democrats, first of all, I don't know how anybody can be a Democrat, even if they're the old Democrats where they're not crazy like they are today.
Mm-hmm.
Do they understand the pretext of why ICE agents and federal agents wear masks?
Well, I'm not sure they understand. Yeah, go ahead.
So their families, they're not recognized, and their families aren't in danger. Okay? And they created this danger. The Democrats created this danger. And now they're giving us ultimatums of, well, we're not going to fund ICE unless they change. And this. It just drives me crazy. I got to give you a lot of credit. You hear this day in and day out, and you're still relatively normal. And we need more people like you. God bless you, Chris. That's all I got to say. You, Vince Colonnese, Mark Levin, God bless you people. That's all I can say. We are very, very fortunate to have you.
Thank you, Frank. Relatively normal is what I shoot for.
This is the Chris Plant Show.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station. Making sense of the news. News Talk 105.9. News now.
WMAL News at 10:30. I'm John Matthews. President Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, says ICE will reduce the number of officers in Minnesota, but that'll only happen after the feds receive cooperation from state officials. Speaking of recent actions and conflicts with Minnesotans, Homan said ICE can do better and it will. Senate Democrats are poised to block legislation that would fund the Department of Homeland Security and several other agencies, bringing government a step closer to a partial shutdown if the GOP and the White House don't agree to new restrictions on the recent surge of immigration enforcement. The White House appears open to trying to strike a deal with the Democrats. It looks like the D.C. area will largely be spared the nor'easter that's gearing up to turn off the East Coast this weekend. Any heavy snow from the event will land along the coast, with the Outer Banks and perhaps the Eastern Shore as a prime target. Traffic and weather next.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Nothing brings friends and family together on game day like delicious King's Hawaiian Sliders. Bring them to the big game table and be the real MVP. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your local store. Football and King's Irresistible Hawaiian Sliders. There's nothing like it.
Steve Hirshhorn in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
We're at the Beltway now on the outer loop. Watch for delays now that begin before the Clara Barton Parkway to the American Legion Bridge. Right before the bridge, there was just a report of an accident there causing that delay. Also on the outer loop at the Springfield Interchange, the accident there that was causing delays heading south on 495 was cleared away. Everything is open. Some lingering delays still there as you head from Braddock Road down to Springfield. Westbound on the ICC at New Hampshire Avenue, right lane is closed. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Store Watch 7 forecast.
Sunny today, cold with a high near 23. It is 18 at Reagan National. John Matthews, News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
If you're a first responder, police, firefighter, nurse, medic, or military, current or retired, this message is for you. You show up when others are overwhelmed, running toward danger, carrying the weight. And when the shift ends, the pressure doesn't always stop. That's why Done with Debt has a debt relief solution designed specifically for you. The Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. Done with Debt uses battle-tested strategies to negotiate debt relief. That's why this exclusive plan is reserved for first responders and those who serve. Done with Debt has veterans on staff who understand sacrifice and stress. Their skilled negotiators stand between you and your creditors with one goal: to resolve your debt efficiently and permanently without bankruptcy or loans. It starts with a free, no-pressure consultation. And as our way of saying thanks, when you choose Done with Debt, you'll receive a $50 GovX gift card. Visit donewithdebt.com and ask about the Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. That's donewithdebt.com.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
WMAL, making sense of social media because big tech can't be trusted. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
Now, Democrats, as we know, are all mental, and there's something terribly wrong with every registered Democrat's brain. Almost all of them are violent. The ones who aren't violent they just don't understand why they're not violent. But let's Senator Dick Durbin, Dickie the Turban, and it's we were just talking about him this morning. So why do you think they call him Durbin? Says a little play on words. Why do you think they call him Durbin? But here is Dick Durbin, Democrat senator, a disgrace to civilization itself. And Senator Dick Durbin went to the Senate floor. He's from Illinois, sadly, tragically. Being from any of our 50 states is sad and tragic. But from Illinois State, where I largely grew up, perhaps, and I'm still working on some of that. But Dick Durbin went to the Senate floor, and he brought a big poster board-sized photograph, a couple of photographs, and he wanted to explain how terrible it was that Alex Preddy was shot and killed while, according to Dick Durbin, just minding his own business and trying to take a photograph with his phone, which was provided to him courtesy of the patriarchy. And Dick Durbin with a photograph. Now, here's the thing. It's a photograph of Alex Preddy about to be shot by federal law enforcement agents while on the ground and fighting them. And there are, I guess, 3 agents in the photo, 2 standing, 1 down on knee. And there's Alex Preddy, and he's down on 1 knee and 1 hand, his left hand and his left knee. And in his right hand, he has his phone, and which he's making video. And he's, and one of the standing ICE officers or Border Patrol officers has his pistol in his right hand and extended, and the pistol is pointed at the back of Alex Preddy's head, or at his neck, perhaps, and it looks like he's about to be shot and killed by federal law enforcement. Now, here's the problem that Dick Durbin has. This is a fake photo. It's not an actual photo from the event. It's an artificial intelligence photo, an AI photo, and it's not what happened at all. But here is the Democrat senator from Illinois, Dickie the Turban, with a fake photo that he had transferred to a big photo board, to a foam core board, and it's probably, what would you say, like 2.5 feet by 3.5 feet, and it's up on an easel so everybody can see it. And here's Dick Durbin lying his Illinois rumpus off and saying, here's an actual photo of what happened. And it's not an actual photo of what happened. It's a completely, utterly fake photo of what happened. Here's Dick Durbin.
I'm going to show a photo of that scene, which is graphic.
No, you're not. No,
I'm afraid it's necessary to appreciate the horror of the moment.
It's fake.
This photo shows the last second.
No, it doesn't.
Before the ICE agent killed Alex Preddy
Fake
on the
photo.
streets of Minneapolis.
That's not true.
In his right hand is his camera, left hand holding the ground. No gun, obvious.
No gun,
No
obvious.
effort to resist, obvious.
Yeah, right. But here's the video.
This was a moment when this man lost his life.
After assaulting multiple federal agents, interfering with a law enforcement operation ongoing, carrying a pistol with an additional magazine. And the Turban left all of that out. He omitted all of the essential facts, and he used a fake photo, which is not to be found in Nature or any place else, and he lied like a dimwit, which, of course, he is. Senator Dickie the Turban, just amazing. And he's got a staff, of course, doesn't he? And he's amazing stuff. Dick Durbin, he's the minority whip for the Democrat Party in the Senate, and he's on the Judiciary Committee. and he has staff people all over the place. And he say, hey, yeah, let's use this oversized fake photo of something that didn't happen, and I'll lie about it. And Dick Durbin, he then tweeted this out. He tweeted out his little speech there with a hymn. He was on camera. He was on the floor of the Senate, where he used a fake photo and he was lying. And other people have now taken the photo and added all kinds of fake things to it and made a mockery of it, because he's made a mockery of our system of government. Isn't that amazing? The Democrat Party. And there are so many headlines now. And apparently he's deleted his tweet, because, why wouldn't he delete his tweet now? He's got to. The people at Red State with the story, wild, : they love their colons, even at Red State. Dick Durbin shares fake AI picture of Pretty shooting on Senate floor because nothing matters. And that's by Banchi. You might know Banchi from social media, from Twitter and so on. How far is the left willing to go to lie to the public about federal immigration authorities? Apparently, they're willing to go so far that Senator Dick Durbin, Illinois Democrat, shared a fake AI-created photo of the Alex Petty shooting on the Senate floor on Wednesday, alleging it was a depiction of the last second before he was killed. Durbin, who's a top Democrat in the Senate chamber, stated that his promotion of the picture was graphic, but necessary, he said. It shows Customs Border Protection officers standing behind Pretty, gun to the back of his head. Another officer is seen taking a knee. The problem? He's missing his head. And if you look at the picture, somehow there's no head. Just one of the things that shows that it's AI and not a real representation of the scene. Durbin can be seen putting the picture on a stand. And the video is posted on the speech. It's pretty amazing. And it is funny because you look closely. I mentioned the one guy on his knee, and the one guy on his knee has no head. Somehow the head has been disappeared from the photo, and other people have put funny things like a whole group of agents, and none of them have heads. It's just their uniforms and their guns, but none of them have heads, because Dick Durbin is an embarrassment to Western civilization. Western Journal has breaking. Dem legend Dick Durbin used giant AI deep fake photo, of Alex Pretty shooting on Senate floor. He previously championed anti-deep fake legislation. These are not intelligent people. They're not serious people. They're not smart people. The PolitiFact people, these left-wingers, PolitiFact. And it is funny, you'd notice that of the three agents, one of them doesn't have a head, and peculiar stuff. But PolitiFact on the photo says, the kneeling officer is missing a head. PolitiFact is left-wingers, but they noticed that one of the officers doesn't have a head. The kneeling officer is missing a head. Dick Durbin's staff, he's got multiple staff, the whip's office, the committee minority leader office. He's got staff all over the place. They're all dumb and corrupt. So the hands and fingers of the people in the image are distorted and disproportionate. Knees, arms, and torsos appear dislocated. The clothing textures and shadows don't fully align with the lighting direction. The rifle on the kneeling officer appears partially embedded into the ground. It's magic. It went right into the ground. The granular asphalt doesn't match videos of the scene that show a paved road layered with dirt and snow. But it's good enough for the Democrats in the United States Senate. Why would anyone have an issue with that? The Democrat Party. They're very, very unwell. And by the way, I know a few people in town. And as for the 11 days prior to his fatal shooting, video that emerged of him kicking out the taillight of a federal law enforcement vehicle and spitting on the windows with law enforcement inside while he curses them out loudly and then kicks out the taillight with steel-toed boots, presumably. Here's the thing from federal law enforcement. The proper charge for Pretty in that instance 11 days prior would have been to arrest him for and charge him with assault on a police officer while armed. assault on a police officer while armed, a very serious charge, of course. And had they simply enforced the law as the law is written and as the law exists, then maybe Alex Brady would be alive today, because he would have been arrested and put in jail, and he would have had his concealed carry permit taken away because he's out assaulting federal officers while carrying concealed. And isn't that amazing? And if they, if they did know that he was armed and the first dust up 11 days earlier, why was he not arrested? Maybe he was carrying his concealed carry permit and his driver's license that time, which he was not doing when he again found himself in a violent conflict with federal law enforcement and was shot and killed because he was carrying a gun and extra ammo. And what was he doing? But if only he had been arrested appropriately, then he might still be alive. Democrats, by not enforcing laws in Minnesota, actually, rack up the body count because you know how they are. Yes, sir. Just crazy. You people. All right, so we have that going on. Yes, we do. Let's go back to the telephones, Michael. I know a lot of people are eager to talk about all the Democrat Party's madness. Let's go to Matt, calling from St. Louis, Missouri. Matthew, you're on the Chris Plant Show.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Matt.
Happy Thursday in Minnesotopia. And so Little Dick Durbin, Senator Little Dick Durbin, the Turban across the river from me. The good news with him, he is self-deporting. He took up Trump's and Kristi Noem's $1,000 offer to self-deport, so he's self-deporting from the Senate. But the two things I called about, first one is this attorney general candidate in Ohio who's going to kill Trump, and then he explained what he means by that.
Right.
There's a lot of deja vu there. So he's running for a state attorney general position, and his plan is to charge Trump with something that hasn't been identified yet, and he's running on that. That's his whole campaign, is I'm going to get Trump. So I think they're mispronouncing his name, and I think I also know his middle name now. Instead of Elliot Foran, I think he's actually Elliot Tisha James Foran, because he seems awfully like the New York Attorney General and how she got her office. And then
she ran, just to remind people, she ran promising people on the campaign trail that she would find something to charge Donald Trump with, crimes to charge him with. And it didn't matter what the crimes were. And you're absolutely right that that's what this forehand guy is doing in Ohio. The Democrat running for the chief law enforcement officer post, the attorney general in the state of Ohio. And he promised that he will, in fact, we have audio of him too, but that he's promising that he's going to charge Donald Trump with to be named at a later date, capital crime that will lead to the death sentence, and then he will be executed by the state. And this is what the Democrat who's running for attorney general in Ohio is promising. And the Democrats, Lavrentiy Beria was the head of the KGB in the Soviet Union under Joseph Stalin, and his famous line was, "Show me the man, and I'll show you the crime." Meaning he can gin up, invent any crime for anybody you pick out of a crowd. And that's where the Democrat Party is today. They have Sovietized the Democrat Party. And I apologize, Matt. Go ahead now.
No, I'm sorry. So Elliot Tisha James Forehand. And then the other thing, your caller from Texas a little while back, I think his name was Ron, but I don't remember for sure. He came up with certainly not news for CNN that you really liked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like completely nauseating nonsense. That's kind of what I refer to CNN as.
It's tragic. It's a terrible, terrible thing. Well, and it's good to have multiple names for these organizations. It really is. MSDNC, MSLSD, MS13, DNC. These people, they deserve to. It's what the lines on the internet matter. Like, it's impossible to hate the news media enough, and they just get and honestly with Democrats, they've gotten so awful, they've gotten so horrible. It's impossible to disdain them enough, to distrust them enough, and we're being lied to by professional organizations of liars and propagandists. And again, Stephen Colbert last night on CBS, or maybe it was the night before this. And you know what, Michael, I want to play it again because because this is the Democrat Party. And CBS Entertainment Network pays this man $25 or $30 million a year to do propaganda like this.
Levino went on complaining. Look, Dana, they're trying to portray Border Patrol agents and ICE agents as Gestapo, Nazi, and many other words. Yes, do not compare ICE or Border Patrol agents to the Nazis. That's an unfair comparison. The Nazis were willing to show their faces.
And the crowd loves it. The crowd loves it, Matt. And they see Nazis were better in World War II. And the Democrats are a lot closer to the Nazis in World War II than they are to John F. Kennedy, for example. And the Democrats show the Nazis weren't so bad. ICE is really bad, according to the CBS network on national television with one of their $30 million a year hosts. Isn't that amazing, Matthew?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and, you've said before that you said it's the party that's stupid, I think, versus the party that's evil.
Yep.
What I've always said going back to Clinton and probably prior is it's the party without a conscience versus the party without a spine. So.
Yeah, that's good. And I got to tell you, the Republicans really need to stand up and we've been saying this for how many years now, but honestly, and a friend of mine, a wonderful American, Nina May, wrote a wonderful piece. The Democrats are the slavery party, and the Republicans say nothing, and the Democrats just won Virginia, and they got their guy elected Attorney General in Virginia, and the Democrat elected Attorney General of Virginia ran on the idea that he would shoot the Republican Speaker of the State House in the head twice if he only had 2 bullets. And I think we have that. We haven't used that audio in a long time. But the Democrat Attorney General in Ohio says he's going to execute Trump, kill Trump, and he brags about it. And then the Virginia Attorney General said that he wanted to shoot the Republican Speaker in the head with the only 2 bullets they had. And he'd let Hitler and Pol Pot live, but he'd shoot the Republican. And this is the standard rhetoric of the Democrat Party, the party of the Confederate States of America, the party of Jim Crow. And this is pretty amazing stuff where the Democrat Party has found itself. I'm telling you. And the Arizona Democrat Attorney General said that residents can shoot ICE agents under state law. The Democrats are trying to get everybody shot. And the Virginia Attorney General said not only did he want to shoot the Republican Speaker of the House with the only 2 bullets that he has while letting Hitler and Pol Pot live, but that he wanted to kill his children too. And that was before Election Day, and all the Democrats in Virginia voted for him. Isn't that amazing? And the violent rhetoric, Jay Jones, Democrat Attorney General now in the Commonwealth of Virginia. They're bringing back the Confederate States of America. They're breaking away from the country again. The Democrats are. Thanks, Matt.
This is Elliot Forehand, candidate for Ohio Attorney General. I want to tell you what I mean when I say that I am going to kill Donald Trump.
You're listening to The Chris Plant Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
If you're a first responder, police, firefighter, nurse, medic, or military, current or retired, this message is for you. You show up when others are overwhelmed, running toward danger, carrying the weight. And when the shift ends, the pressure doesn't always stop. That's why Done with Debt has a debt relief solution designed specifically for you. The Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. Done with Debt uses battle-tested strategies to negotiate debt relief. That's why this exclusive plan is reserved for first responders and those who serve. Done with Debt has veterans on staff who understand sacrifice and stress. Their skilled negotiators stand between you and your creditors with one goal: to resolve your debt efficiently and permanently without bankruptcy or loans. It starts with a free no-pressure consultation. And as our way of saying thanks, when you choose Done with Debt, you'll receive a $50 GovX gift card. Visit donewithdebt.com and ask about the Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. That's donewithdebt.com.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, We wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg, egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Your chance at a jackpot is waiting on every corner. Head to your favorite New York lottery retailer and grab a Powerball ticket today for your chance to win the ever-growing jackpot. Currently over $950 million. Good luck out there in New York. Please play responsibly.
With great savings rates and debt solutions to help you refocus your finances, the new year is full of possibility with AmeriQ Credit Union. Whatever your goals, AmeriQ has the right loan solutions to help you consolidate past debt, financial reviews to help you budget for the present, and certificate rates that'll help you save for the future. Possibility starts here with AmeriQ Credit Union. Get started today at ameriq.org/possibility.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy truck Z71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader in out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
Chris Plant here. Tired of dating online and want to meet real people face to face? Let the professional matchmakers at It's Just Lunch help. After a confidential interview, your personal matchmaker hand selects quality matches for you. They pre-screen every date and they'll book your reservations at the best spots in town. All you have to do is show up and be yourself. Let It's Just Lunch help you turn new beginnings into lasting connections. Call 202-466-4333 or visit itsjustlunchdc.com.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg, egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
WMAL, making sense of mainstream media because the double standard is real. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
Well, the Democrat Party's propaganda apparatus is boundless. It is endless. Stephen Colbert, who on CBS is paid tens of millions of dollars, last night compared Nazis in World War II Germany favorably to federal law enforcement. Said the Nazis were better, and he prefers actual Nazis from World War II, because they're busy firebombing Jews and crashing cars into synagogues and terrorizing Jewish students at Columbia University and firebombing pro-Israel marches in Colorado. So Stephen Colbert, he was there, and he's on CBS, right? He's on CBS. But last night, a couple of nights ago now, he was on with Seth Meyer on NBC on Monday night. That was Monday night. Stephen Colbert, who has a show on CBS, was on NBC with the show they have on NBC, Seth Meyer, to carry on the Democrat Party's circle fest in a hot tub propaganda. And last night, Joe Scarborough, who was on an NBC product, He was on last night on ABC with Jimmy Kimmel to carry on the tradition of Democrat Party propaganda everywhere you look. We got a cut of that coming up.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station. Making sense of the news. News Talk 105.9. News now.
WMAL News at 11. Good morning, everyone. I'm John Matthews. Border Czar Tom Homan has vowed to stay in Minnesota until the problem is gone as the Trump administration continues its ICE operation there.
Nearly 60% of voters say ICE efforts are too aggressive. That's a 10 percentage point increase from this summer. Only 17% say they're not aggressive enough. Border Czar Tom Homan says he's met this week with officials in Minnesota to get federal agents access to aliens in local jails. That way, he says, ICE can avoid larger, sometimes dangerous operations out in public. This follows more fighting between the White House and local officials. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey wrote yesterday, quote, "The job of our police is to keep people safe, not enforce federal immigration laws. I want them preventing homicides, not hunting down a working dad. Everyone should feel safe calling 911.
Fox News, Rich Edson. More news from Minnesota. Its most prominent politician on the national stage wants to return home. Democratic Senator Amy Klobuchar with a video announcement this morning.
I believe we must stand up for what's right and fix what's wrong. That's why today I'm announcing my candidacy for governor of the state of Minnesota.
Klobuchar, who's been in the Senate since 2007, has seen big wins in her Senate campaigns, winning all 4 by healthy margins, including a 16-point re-election victory in 2024. The deadline for Congress to pass a spending bill is growing near as Democrats refuse to support DHS funding after all of that mess in Minnesota.
The Senate is set to hold a procedural vote on this package of 6 funding bills, one of which is DHS. Now, if this vote fails, the risk of a partial government shutdown is going to get very real, very fast around here. And Senate Democrats are already saying that this package of bills is dead on arrival. That's because of that DHS bill, which includes funding for ICE without reforms. Democrats say that is a non-starter for them. And Senate Democrats are now demanding that Senate Majority Leader John Thune split that DHS bill away from the other 5 bills in order to try to pass those 5 bills, which they say have wide bipartisan support.
Fox News, Bill Malugin. As for the weather, the deep freeze continues and will continue through at least Monday. So what about that storm we've all heard about forming in the Atlantic on Saturday?
At this point, most of the models are in better agreement, and that's good news. It's going to stay, for the most part, offshore. At least that's our thinking right now, with the heaviest of snow across eastern North Carolina and southeastern Virginia.
7 News meteorologist Steve Rudin. The word is out on 16,000 more layoffs at Amazon. Now, does that spell trouble for Amazon's HQ2 in Arlington?
Not at all.
George Mason economist Dr. Terry Clower, who notes there may be some impact.
The net effect on the timing of the growth of HQ2 is less certain than it was, say, 3 or 4 years ago.
But with 8,000 jobs for Northern Virginia, plus Amazon's mere presence on the local landscape, Clower says it's already been a big win.
Even if Amazon's not growing as fast as they had planned, what is there already represents a massive commitment and investment into the community.
Scotland on WMAL and WMAL.com.
Checking your money. The Dow is down 301 points. The NASDAQ is down 601. Up next, traffic and weather on WMAL.
If you're a first responder, police, firefighter, nurse, medic, or military, current or retired, this message is for you. You show up when others are overwhelmed, running toward danger, carrying the weight. And when the shift ends, the pressure doesn't always stop. That's why Done with Debt has a debt relief solution designed specifically for you. The Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. Done with Debt uses battle-tested strategies to negotiate debt relief. That's why this exclusive plan is reserved for first responders and those who serve. Done with Debt has veterans on staff who understand sacrifice and stress. Their skilled negotiators stand between you and your creditors with one goal: to resolve your debt efficiently and permanently without bankruptcy or loans. It starts with a free no-pressure consultation. And as our way of saying thanks, when you choose Done with Debt, you'll receive a $50 GovX gift card. Visit donewithdebt.com and ask about the Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. That's donewithdebt.com.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast. breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
No, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
WMAL traffic and weather. Here is Steve Hirschhorn in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
Outer loop of the Beltway, very heavy and slow now from before River Road to the American Legion Bridge. There was an earlier incident right before the Legion Bridge. That delay is still with us. Westbound on the Southeast-Southwest Freeway, very slow from the Navy Yard to the 3rd Street Tunnel. 3rd Street Tunnel, northbound on 395, slowing most of the way up from the freeway to the end of the tunnel at New York Avenue. Connecticut Avenue, Montgomery County southbound is very slow most of the way down from the Beltway to East-West Highway. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Another day in the deep freeze with highs only in the 20s under partly cloudy skies. We ended the overnight with temperatures single digits and lower teens, wind chill factors below zero. Cold tomorrow, and it looks like we're going to miss the big East Coast storm. I'm 7 News meteorologist Steve Rudin in the First Alert Weather Center.
22 degrees at Reagan National. I'm John Matthews. News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Now on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. Chris Plant.
Joe Biden watched your show because he would call into the show sometimes, right?
He would, and I would hear from the chief of staffs that work for him.
Chief of
nice
staffs
to the president, because when you're critical, well, it kind of screws up our day.
Does that affect how you approach doing your show?
No.
Yes, the American hero journalist Joe Scarborough, known as Mo Yarborough, on the Jimmy Kimmel Show last night, propagandizing on behalf of the Democrat Party. It's good to be a Democrat. All the networks are your bootlickers. That was, again, Mo Yarborough, who's just a disgraceful human being, an appalling person. And NBC pays him millions of dollars to fake being a journalist while he's a bootlick and a propagandist. Joe Scarborough. And he's got a show on an NBC network, but last night he was on the ABC television network with Jimmy Kimmel, spreading the Democrat Party's propaganda. So why is it that NBC and ABC are in bed with one another in the hot tub, all lubed up and passing the stuff around? That's Joe Scarborough, NBC, and Jimmy Kimmel, ABC, and they have the same propaganda message, and there they are on national television spreading the party's propaganda message. And ICE is bad. And then let's go to Stephen Colbert. That was last night on Jimmy Kimmel, the ABC television network, and they have the host of an NBC show on to show that they agree, and they get in the hot tub, which is full of what is that? Apple cider vinegar? Is that what they get into the hot tub? But also on Monday night, they had Stephen Colbert, who has a show on the CBS television network, and he went on the NBC television network with Seth Meyer to spread the Democrat Party's propaganda. Now, the first one I played was a combination of NBC television network and ABC television network. This one is a combination, Stephen Colbert, of the CBS television network with Seth Meyers on the NBC television network, and it sounded like this.
You might run for office, maybe even president?
I've heard that one.
Yeah.
I've heard that one. Obviously, I mean, that's something I have discussed with my faith leader and my family.
Yeah.
And if there is some way for me to serve the American people in some way that could possibly be greater than a late night television
What do you want?
show, I would consider that. But obviously, I've heard that, yeah. I get it. How about that? I get it.
Yeah. Obviously, I've heard that. I get it. They want me to run for president because we live in an idiocracy, and the idiots are members of the Democrat Party, card-carrying members of the Communist Party and the Democrat Party. But those two sound bites played together make a point, because we have the CBS television network in bed with the NBC television network in that most recent soundbite. In the previous soundbite, we have the NBC television network in bed with the ABC television network, Scarborough with Jimmy Kimmel, and then we have Colbert with Seth Meyer. That's CBS plus NBC, and here we've got NBC plus ABC, and it demonstrates that all three of the broadcast television networks are nothing but propaganda outlets for the Democrat Party, and there is no daylight between the propaganda from CBS and the propaganda from NBC, and then join the propaganda from NBC with the propaganda from ABC, all three national television networks, which, of course, have, federal communications licenses to broadcast through the airwaves. And the Democrat Party has co-opted those like they're the Chinese Communist Party in Red Dawn, and they've taken over the television networks. Perfectly normal. They expect this. It's good to be a Democrat. They're all in the hot tub together, and they're as corrupt as the day is long. They're as corrupt as the Reverend Al Charlatan, who they pay 7 figures to say ridiculous things on NBC television networks, like so many ridiculous things that the Reverend Al Charlatan says.
I have to be the most inept charlatan in the country.
Well, that's true. Every now and then, a squirrel and a nut and all that stuff. We've got that. That's one of the great Al Charlatan cuts, and then of course, he's got some other gems as well, doesn't he?
But resist we must, and we will much about that be committed.
That's our anchor. That's honestly, it's like that's our Hitler in The Producers by Mel Brooks. But isn't that amazing? All right, now let's get to the today's stuff, because isn't this amazing? There's new footage, new video of Alex, and we just call him Alex because he's Alex Pretty, and it turns out that he was 11 days before he was shot and killed. He was out there attacking federal law enforcement with steel-toed boots on, apparently carrying his pistol, probably with extra ammunition. And he attacked a federal law enforcement black SUV. He was spitting in the faces of the federal law enforcement officers on their windows. They were inside their vehicle, and screaming at them and flipping them off and cursing them out, and then throwing kicks at the taillight structure, the right rear end of the black SUV, kicking the entire lighting the apparatus completely out of the side of the car. And last night on the news movement, it's a show. They showed the video, and it sounded like this.
On the morning of January 13th, our team received a tip that federal agents were blocking a street at the corner of East 36 and Park Avenue in Minneapolis,
which they're allowed to do.
We arrived around 10:15 a.m. We saw observers shouting at the agents as they walked back to their vehicles. When they started driving away, the man kicked their taillight. An agent then got out of the vehicle, grabbed him, and pushed him to the ground.
It's Alex Pretty.
During the altercation, agents fired tear gas and pepper balls into the crowd. They continue to hold the man down before they retreat, and he walks away.
And why they didn't arrest him right there, because that's felony assault on a law enforcement official, and then if he had his pistol on him, which some video seems to show, and the incident 11 days before he was shot and killed, that would be felony assault on a federal law enforcement official while armed, and that would be a very serious crime, I've got to say. The news movement footage with their Alex Pretty.
The man in our footage is wearing a similar outfit to what Pretty was wearing on the day he was killed.
Because it's him.
What appears to be a gun is also visible above his waistband.
In the earlier incident, 11 days prior, and also that Newsmax showed last night with freeze frames and the videos that 11 days prior, when he was attacking federal law enforcement, he was also armed and should have been charged with felony assault on federal law enforcement while armed, which is a serious crime. This morning, very early in the morning, I was watching the television, and a former Secret Service agent, and now retired Secret Service agent, Charles Marino, who's also been a Department of Homeland Security advisor. Here is Charles Marino this morning on the Fox News channel.
The two incidents, this one was a week before, where we see the taillight of the government vehicle being kicked out with government agents inside, gives us a peek into the mindset of Pretty. And that was, what type of role or activities was he involved in being out there on the street? And it's very clear that he had no hesitation about coming into contact with federal agents in a very aggressive manner. And that is to threaten and to obstruct, both of which took place the week prior to him being shot and killed.
Yeah, 11 days prior, and I would say that the assault on the vehicle, which constitutes assault on officers and spitting at them and cursing them out through the window, and then when the officers get out, he violently assaulted the officers, and if only he had been arrested and charged 11 days earlier, he might be enjoying breakfast in Minneapolis today rather than having been shot to death. But Charles Marino, who is seemed like a solid guy. I don't know him personally, but he seemed like a solid guy on the television this morning. Very straightforward, clear-eyed, and Charles Marino talking about the incidents, now multiple incidents. Here's Charles Marino.
Now, though the incidents will be handled separately regarding use of force that took place during the most recent encounter, it does give us a peek into the narrative that Democrats are giving so far on this individual and what his plans were regarding peaceful protests, and the fact that that appears to be false.
And that appears to be false. That's very judicious in his use of language, is Charles Marino. But he's also getting to the core of what we're talking about here. And again, if he had been appropriately, I think, arrested the first time, 11 days prior to being shot and killed, that he might not have been shot and killed. But you gotta enforce the law. That would be a good idea, I think. Now, the left-wing radical extremist Jacob Fry, who is the elected mayor of Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is an embarrassment to Minneapolis, and it's Mogadishu in Minnesota. And here's the he was naturally being fluffed on CNN last night, and they had Sarah Seidner and I think Manderson Pooper was in there with him, right, Mike? Yeah, and Manderson Pooper and Sarah Seidner of CNN giving a tongue bath of fluff job to Jacob Fry, the Democrat mayor, who's inciting violence, inciting division. And I think the Democrats are going to move their capital back to Richmond, Virginia, as they did from 1861 to 1865, when the Republicans drove them out and ended slavery over the dead bodies of the Democrat Party. But here is the Democrat mayor, Jacob Fry, on CNN last night.
There was a general agreement that what has been happening for these last several weeks should not be happening into the future. Now, I made it very clear that Operation Metro Surge needs to end.
Did Tom Homan say he would end it?
He did not make a commitment to ending it on any given timeline. However, my hope, my expectation is that the troops and the agents we're seeing will be drawn down.
The troops, there are no troops, they're federal law enforcement. In fact, did you see that the governor, Tim Walz, called up the National Guard in Minnesota? Did you see this stuff? I don't think we posted this on the allegedly social media either. But they called up the National Guard, they're Minnesota National Guard. So they're really nice people, and they're smiling, pleasant people, and they're patriotic. They signed up for their National Guardsmen. And you know what the governor had them do? The governor had them go out not to back up the police, to backstop the police or federal law enforcement who are enforcing the laws and arresting illegal aliens who are child rapists and murderers. The Democrats want more of those people loose on the streets of Minnesota because they're Democrats and they're all mentally ill. But this is amazing. The Tim Walz, who the Democrats wanted to be vice president and a heartbeat away from the Oval Office, Tim Walz had the Minnesota National Guard called them up and had them go out and hand out donuts, hot coffee. I'm not making this up. Hot coffee and hot cocoa, and hot chocolate, whatever that. Hot chocolate, hot cocoa, and hot coffee, along with donuts, to the protesters, to the rioters, to the mentally ill mob in the street. Not to federal law enforcement. They weren't there to give hot coffee and hot chocolate and donuts to the federal law enforcement. They're there to nurture and be nice to the criminal mob in the street, presumably some more of them gun-toting mentally ill lunatics because, you know, they're Democrats, aren't they? So isn't that remarkable? Your Democrat Party. Yes, sir. Had them handing out donuts to the rioters and hot coffee because of their many mental illnesses. You know that rural Americans deserve access, of course, to the best of what our great nation has to offer, especially when it comes to health care. And across every state, every city, every community in this great land of ours, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, our neighbors, the people that we love, that we work with. No matter where you live in the United States of America, hospital care does not clock out. They never go home for the day. They are there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And every year, America's more than 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care and delivering babies, of course, providing cancer treatments, keeping people alive, and other life-saving care that patients rely on and that we as Americans, we expect. Behind every one of those patients, there are doctors, nurses, caregivers working tirelessly all day and all night to keep people healthy and safe. Now, hospitals are our communities and cities' first lines of defense. They employ our neighbors and our family members to keep our families healthy. But right now, some people in Congress are threatening access to that care. Tell Congress to protect patient care and keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care. Paid for by the Coalition to Strengthen America's Health Care. Yeah, and I've got to say these people, and they're out there pretty much in public saying it. You've got Charles Marino, who makes sense. Then you've got Jacob Fry on CNN with the mental illness. I have more. I want to hear the news media going out and talking to what they say are regular people on the streets. That's coming up.
So in the words of my late friend Aretha Franklin, show some RESPICT.
There it is right there, Al Sharpton.
Chris Plant, The Chris Plant Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news.
Fucking idiot that guy is.
Police,
Al Sharpton is supposed to be a reverend.
Current or retired. This message is for you. You show up when others are overwhelmed, running toward danger, carrying the weight. And when the shift ends, the pressure doesn't always stop. That's why Done With Debt has a debt relief solution designed specifically for you. The Thanks for Your Service Debt Reduction Plan. Done With Debt uses battle-tested strategies to negotiate debt relief. That's why this exclusive plan is reserved for first responders and those who serve. Done With Debt has veterans on staff who understand sacrifice and stress. Their skilled negotiators stand between you and your creditors with one goal: to resolve your debt efficiently and permanently without bankruptcy or loans. It starts with a free no-pressure consultation. And as our way of saying thanks, when you choose Done With Debt, you'll receive a $50 GovX gift card. Visit donewithdebt.com and ask about the Thanks for Your Service debt reduction plan. That's donewithdebt.com.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Whatever your goals, AmeriQ has the right loan solutions to help you consolidate debt, financial reviews to help you budget for the present, and certificate rates that'll help you save for the future. Get started today at ameriq.org/possibility.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy truck C71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader, and out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health.
Take
Our
what
Cancer
for the
Check
team? What the
program
fuck are you
provides
talking
cutting-edge
about?
Technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With
Makes
advanced
sense,
whole body
you
imaging,
skirt.
genetic
What the fuck are
testing,
you
and
talking
multi-cancer
about?
detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems.
Don't be
Results are
ignorant.
analyzed by expert
I'm
physicians
done with
who
the
craft a
fucking
personalized
sincere
plan to
ignorance out here.
safeguard
I'm
your
sick of
future.
it.
You're not just a patient. You're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control
It
of
went
their
from
health.
the
Be
cops
proactive
are
with your
shooting
health
black
for the
people
ultimate peace of mind.
to now
Call
ICE is
888-3000
fucking what?
PLC or
Oh,
visit
poor illegal
PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
immigrants. Undocumented immigrant. Can't call them illegal.
I think I'm ready to buy my
Fucking
own car.
Joy-Ann Reid on MSNBC and them dumb
How
fucks.
you're going to finance it?
Not really.
Al Sharpton's in that. RESPICT, respect. What a fucking moron Al Sharpton is.
Gone through them for a lot of things, like our
Al Sharpton visited the White House 86 times when Obama was president. No other U.S. citizen has visited the White House that many times.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient.
He takes the lead.
Anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
WMAL's Vince Colonnese, weekdays at noon on 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
WMAL.
The Democrat Party is criminally insane and mentally ill. The Democratic Mayors Association announces that they have set up a legal defense fund for Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry, a legal defense fund, and he's going to keep all the money. And on the page, they have their recommended amount that you should contribute. It starts at $5,000, and they have boxes here you can click on. $10,000, $25,000. They think Alex Soros is going to come in, and he probably will. $50,000, $100,000, or another amount for the legal defense fund, which they say is not tax deductible. Isn't that amazing? And not only is it not tax deductible, Mayor Jacob Fry has set up a legal defense fund for himself. And listen, he gets to keep this money after it's all over. And they're looking for billionaires and millionaires to throw money at him because he's destroying America. And the left, they love that stuff. And here it is, Mila Joy writing the breaking news: Mayor Jacob Fry has set up a legal defense fund for himself, of course. He's broken federal law, and he knows it. Arrest him, AG Pam Bondi. Do not disappoint him. Their thing says, and they've got a note from Jacob Fry claiming that the Trump administration is bad, and he wants to keep doing the job that he's doing, they say. And donate to my legal defense fund. It's a slush fund. He's going to keep the money.
This is the Chris Plant Show.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station.
Making sense of the news.
News Talk 105.9. News now.
WMAL News at 11:30. I'm Heather Curtis. The latest from WSSC Water as crews continue to struggle to keep up with an increase in water main breaks and leaks. They say that so far, utility workers have been working on at least, or have gotten reports of at least 41 breaks or leaks, and they say the snow-covered roads and sidewalks are making it more difficult for them to find repairs, and it will take longer than usual to repair them. The utility is continuing to ask you to use water for essential use only. It says doing that could help avoid the necessity for a boil water order. Reporter Tom Homan saying today he's going to draw down immigration officers in Minneapolis. He says based on discussions he had with Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, and the state's Attorney General.
We can start drawing down those resources as far as those looking for public safety threats being released and doing it in the jail with much less people. So the drawdown is going to happen based on these agreements.
Up next, traffic and weather.
Tune up before the frost hits. GarageDoorRepair.com. Need garage door repair? Visit GarageDoorRepair.com. Hi, it's Chris Plant. For more than 40 years, Overhead Door Company of Washington, D.C. has been the gold standard for service and repair. When you need garage door repair, GarageDoorRepair.com.
WMAL traffic from the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
Heading northbound on 495, the inner loop approaching the American Legion Bridge. There was a broken down vehicle in the right lane near the exit for Georgetown Pike, causing delays. Outer loop after the American Legion Bridge, it was a broken down vehicle in the left lane, slowing things down as you leave Montgomery County toward the American Legion Bridge. Georgetown on eastbound M Street at the Key Bridge. The right lane of two turn lanes onto the Key Bridge is blocked, very heavy and slow from Canal Road, trying to get to the Key Bridge. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Today, sunny with a high near 23. Right now, 23 in Washington. I'm Heather Curtis on WMAL.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. True Vitality Medical Center restores men's sex lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
True Vitality Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at True Vitality Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 703-637-1222. 703-637-1222. Take control of your sex life. Call now. 703-637-1222.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Yeah, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union.
They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
WMAL, making sense of the border, because laws either matter or they don't. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
Bum, 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 bum. All right, let's get the rest of the lunatics, the loons, the Democrat Party. What is the matter with these people? I've got to tell you. Yeah, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry is set up a fundraiser for himself. All the Democrats do. You know, the lesbian girlfriend or wife, remember one report said they were married and one said they weren't, with the young woman that crashed her car into a federal agent and was shot and killed, and the Democrats decided she was the hero of the story because you should be allowed to run over federal law enforcement when they're telling you to get out of the car, and the Democrats are not on the side of anything good. But that's, except, Renee Good. They're on the side of Renee Good. It's the only good thing they're on. Just amazing stuff, these people. They've got, all their heroes are criminals, the Democrat Party. And you just commit crimes, and the Democrat Party will love you. But Jacob Fry has set up a fundraiser for himself, and the minimum they recommend you contribute is $5,000. And then on their click on this box, up to $100,000 that you should give to Jacob Fry, the Democrat mayor of Minneapolis, because Trump bad, and crime good, illegal alien, crime even better. I think that's great. And they have this jihadi Democrat radical. I was just talking about the other radical attorneys general around the country, the Arizona Democrat attorney general, who recommended on video a woman that you go out and shoot federal agents because she said the stand your ground law would protect you. That's what she said. She's the chief law enforcement agent. The Democrat running for attorney general in Ohio, of course, he is saying that he's going to kill Donald Trump. He's going to execute him, and the charges will be named at a later date, but it'll be a capital offense, and then he'll railroad him, and he'll be found guilty of a capital offense and then executed by the state, according to the Democrat that is still running for right on the Democrat. Jay Jones, who's now the Attorney General of the Commonwealth of Virginia, ran on the prospect that he would shoot in the head with the only two bullets he had, not Adolf Hitler or Pol Pot if they were in the room, but the two bullets would be used to shoot in the head and murder the Republican Speaker of the State House in Virginia, and that he wanted to kill his children too. And of course, the district attorney, a Soros guy in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Independence Hall and all that, saying that the Nazis that are the federal law enforcement will be hunted down for the rest of their lives, just like the Nazis after World War II. This is the Democrat Party. And then they kill 1 million babies this year and harvest their organs. And they attack every Jewish institution in the country while they call everybody Nazis. No sense of irony. But Keith Ellison, a former member of the House of Representatives, a radical left-wing extremist, a jihadi Islamist Muslim radical who was elected to become the chief law enforcement officer in the state of Minnesota. And here's Keith Ellison, because radical left riots are good. He wants to see more of that.
The real justice and the real freedom and the real true democracy will be because you go out in the street and demonstrate and say no to this oppression.
Yeah, say no to the suppression, and definitely crash your car into federal agents and bring your gun with extra magazines of ammunition, because the gunfight might go on for a long time. And this is what this criminal is inciting. And make no mistake, he's a criminal. Now, ABC Fake News, their chief anchor, his pay was reduced from $30 million a year to $25 million a year recently by ABC News, along with others at ABC News. But George Stephanopoulos, their chief journalist, who didn't have any journalistic experience, he just worked in Democrat Party politics and the Clinton White House, and then they gave him a multi-million-dollar anchorman job because it's a Democrat Party shill. The whole thing is a fraud. ABC News reporter Alex Rivera, he was hired because he's, his name is Rivera. So he got that. And he's talking to a woman on the street named Monica. It's misspelled Monikah. That's Monica Ergarter. And Monica Ergarter was interviewed on the street by ABC News' Alex Rivera.
In Minneapolis, mourners continue to gather.
He was a hero, and he died saving somebody's life.
Alex Pretty was a hero, and he died saving somebody's life. And Alex Rivera is a fraud and a shill, and should probably be deported, I think. But he was a hero, and he died saving someone's life. Whose life did he save? That question was not asked. Whose life did he? There was a woman who was attacking the police. She was pushed on her butt. She was being arrested. He interfered with federal law enforcement. That makes him a hero, and he died saving someone's life, which is a lie. That's what they do. They're ABC Fake News. ABC Fake News is Alex Rivera. Then they were mourning the tragic loss of Alex Pretty. Because he showed up at a riot with a gun and an extra magazine and got into a fight with federal law enforcement, and he lost, which happens a lot. I fought the law and the law won is an old song. It's got a happy little beat. And here's Alex Rivera talking to another mourner, described this woman as a mourner, Courtney Miles, who was out there loving the crime and the criminal.
Do you believe the president when he says he's going to de-escalate?
No. I believe that the devil doesn't come like a monster with hornets. I believe the devil comes and tells you everything you want to hear.
The devil doesn't come with hornets. With hornets? I think she probably, far be it from me to correct Courtney Miles, who was interviewed on the street by Alex Rivera of ABC News, but I think she meant horns. The devil doesn't come with horns. That reminds me of the line from Broadcast News, the movie Broadcast News, talking about the devil and how the devil will come, and it won't come with, a red suit and horns and all that stuff. But wasn't that amazing? From just remarkable stuff, these people.
What do you think the devil's going to look like if he's around?
God.
Come on, no one's going to be taken in by a guy with a long, red, pointy tail. Come on, what's he going to sound like? No. I'm semi-serious here.
You're serious?
He will be attractive. He'll be nice and helpful. He'll get a job where he influences a great God-fearing nation. He'll never do an evil thing, never deliberately hurt a living thing. He'll just bit by little bit lower our standards where they're important. Just a tiny little bit. Just coax along, flash over substance. Just a tiny little bit.
Fun scene with Albert Brooks and Holly Hunter in the movie Broadcast News from 1987. The news media and their satanic roots. Isn't that amazing? That's right. So I'm going to have read you, but that on ABC News, Donald Trump is Satan. See, and he doesn't come with hornets because they only interview stupid, ignorant, uneducated people. Because they only talk to Democrats, even on the streets, on the sidewalks of New York, where somebody might come along, a hero of the Democrat Party, and shoot a CEO in the back and murder him, and then all the women will find him attractive, and he'll be a hero of the Democrat Party because they love murder. The Democrat Party.
The devil doesn't come like a monster with hornets. I believe the devil comes and tells you everything you want to hear.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe she was watching Broadcast News last night, but I doubt it. Isn't that amazing? You people. You people, that's right. And the Democrat DA in Philadelphia says that, that wannabe Nazis, the Nazis, and they're going to hunt them down for the rest of their lives. Stephen Colbert says that the actual Nazis in World War II were better than ICE, and ICE is worse than the actual Nazis of World War II. The Democrat Party. Yes, sir. All right, now, I just want to remind you of a couple of things. Barack Hussein Obama was the president of the United States because the communists voted him in and they're racists. So they voted him because of his melanin levels and really nothing else. He was a backbench Democrat senator that nobody paid any attention to, and he sat there reading Saul Alinsky in the back of the room. Barack Obama, in the year 2010, while he was president of the United States, talking about illegal aliens being illegally in our country, which was illegal then.
Ultimately, our nation, like all nations, has the right and obligation to control its borders.
What?
And set laws for residency and citizenship.
What?
And no matter how decent they are, no matter their reasons,
gang members,
the 11 million who broke these laws should be held accountable.
30 million now, they should be held accountable, which makes you, now if I just read that instead of playing the Obama audio, and I said every Democrat would call that person a racist. They'd call him a Nazi, a fascist, Hitler, worse than Nazis in World War II.
Billy.
Hello. But that was Barack
Hello,
Obama,
man.
president in 2010, and every nation has a duty.
Yeah, I'll turn that down.
What's that, breakfast or lunch?
Brunch.
Brunch, there you go.
Yep.
What is it, steak and cheese?
Turkey, roast beef, cheese, and mayonnaise.
Heated up or cold?
I toasted the bun.
Oh, nice. That's good. I'm not a fan of toasted buns, though. I like a nice warm, soft fucking bread.
Yeah.
You put that in the microwave for fucking what? 10 seconds? Oh, fucking heaven.
Or if your oven's going, you wrap it in a piece of tin foil and stick it in the oven.
That works.
Warms it up.
What's the good word, man?
I'm sitting here enjoying life.
I can see, dude. I can see. You're the king now.
It's crazy in Vegas.
What do you mean? What's so crazy?
I finally started using my mother's picture, so I made a handle, Sally Hayden, Billy's mom.
You're using it too?
That's me doing that. Billy.
I
Sally
thought that
Hayden,
was him.
Billy's mom. No, that's me.
You might as well honor her. I mean, why not?
So I got several people spamming at me. Logical, old crazy frog. I got him by the nuts. I cloned Crazy Frog. I cloned that haggis. He got madder than a fucker.
Who?
The Wandering Haggis, their fucking Shankamp friend.
The guy that she sent a blow-up doll to?
And he fucking went on camera with it, right?
I think so. I just heard about it.
On camera with the American flag up above his headboard with a rubber
That's crazy, man. That's crazy, dude. You think he still has it, or he fucking popped it?
If I were Rusty, I'd have all that. I'd be showing it.
Showing what? The doll?
Haggis and
Why?
the doll?
Why? She's got beef with him?
I have no idea what's going
Oh.
on there. All I know is I cloned Haggis because he was in JC's chat. I was there for the thing with Drew Oxia. You taters, not haters. When it all started about potato peeler. Taters, JC, not haters. Ah.
I don't know these people, dude. Drew Oxer was who? Who is Drew Oxer? Was that?
He's another guy who showed himself in the hospital with an illness.
That's Baby Gotti. I think he was Baby Gotti for a while.
Yeah, yeah. Uses the voice changer and that.
He was up on Zen's panel, I think last year, and he was dancing around with somebody. I forget who it was. And I said, "Why?" I said, "Why are you calling yourself Baby Gotti and you're wearing a purse like that? Why you got a purse on?" I want your name right now. I don't want you to fucking embarrass the Gotti name anymore. Stop this. So he tells me it's not a purse, right? It's to help him monitor his heart because he has heart problems. I felt so bad, Billy. I felt really like, I felt horrible. Here I thought the guy was a queer because he was wearing like a purse. Turns out it was like a monitor for his heart because he has a bad heart, Sometimes I say things before I think, Billy. It's horrible. This is why you got mad at me when I said about that guy with the big lip. What's his name? Mr. Happy?
Josh.
Josh. You'll never forget Josh, will you?
LD is the worst.
Poor Josh.
Just, you tell him to pee on a girl's jacket and he did it. What a dumb fuck. Were you impressed?
Well, anything for a quick laugh.
Were you impressed?
No, not at all. It was an $80 jacket.
Holy fuck. All I could think of is that if that were my sister or my daughter or something.
Would you get revenge?
And you see what else is going on, don't you?
Where?
Bud No Balls.
Are you under attack still?
He's saying that Charmy is, you're 60, you're my mother's age. Well, I'm 64, so that means I'm old enough to be his dad, and he's telling me to grow up.
What if he's your kid? What would you do?
I hate to speculate. I really do.
There's something called post-birth abortion, right? Post-birth.
There's something called emancipation.
It's never too late. It's never too late to get that done.
Would I get in trouble as a dad if I emancipated my kid when he was 5?
Do they call it an honor killing?
Well, I'm drinking milk, by the way.
Oh, milk is good, yeah. Milk is good. You put a little Hershey syrup in there and just fucking mix it up. Boom. It's a real way to drink milk. With a straw, too. You got to blow bubbles in it. You ever have a crazy straw, Billy? You ever have one of those crazy straws that
no, my mother never bought that stuff.
Loop de loop and all this shit? I used to have one, man. I never drank my milk. I used to just blow bubbles in the milk.
I bet your mother thought you were just the sweetest boy ever fucking walked the face of the earth, didn't she?
Yeah, she still does.
She could watch you shoot somebody in the head and she'd still pat you on the back and the butt. And my boy, you're twanging out. You twanged out. That's all right. I was going to end this anyways. I got things I got to do. We got snow. They plowed my driveway, but I got to go out and shovel around my step. I need to walk uptown and get something. I got to get out of this apartment before I go stir crazy. Can you hear the blue jay? When I have the laptop sitting in front of my window like this, because I'm facing the window, fucking lot of glare.
Got a bad connection.
Yeah, you twanged out.
Yeah. I got to call my fucking internet people, man. This shit's been bad for
So,
fucking weeks.
so what's the deal? Is somebody mad because Wiggin reinstated both you and I?
Did he? He reinstated us into what?
Is that the deal? Is that what's going on? Have we been reinstated? Is that how I should take it?
No, we reinstated him. He didn't reinstate us.
All right, I appreciate it.
You know,
I have a lot.
We didn't get reinstated. We reinstated him.
Thanks for clarifying that.
It's not the Wiggins show. We run this shit.
Did you see what she posted? She's because I go live all the time, right? You can't go back after giving me permission and then want to make a claim, copyright claim. Fuck you, Rusty. And I haven't been showing her shit since.
Billy, I don't want to talk bad about Rusty. I didn't come here to talk bad about Rusty.
I'm not talking bad about her.
I came here to talk about the events of the day. I didn't come here to talk bad about Rusty.
Oh, I didn't ask you to. I don't really need you to either.
I know. You really don't. You just need me to sit here and listen, right?
And she's welcome to come up, though.
I know she is welcome to come up, but she's not here right now. She's at work.
Yeah,
she's working.
Working hard. She's at work, all right. She's in Vegas, fucking bickering with all them other kiddies.
She works hard, dude. She doesn't need this shit, honestly. She could be on vacation somewhere, just chilling.
She claims she's trying to report me, or she is.
Sorry, I got kicked again.
I have 0 strikes. I have no strikes.
But if she wanted to report you, your channel would be gone if she wanted to report you. She doesn't want to report you. I don't think she's, as much as she does to you, I don't think she's malicious like that, where she wants your channel taken away. Oh, fuck. Oh.
I think I gotten to the point where she can't really do it. She can, if she is making complaints, there's nothing happening.
I had my rotator cuff surgery. Oh my God, it's fucking painful, dude. Oh shit.
I do not believe Alpesh got a strike for showing a cooking video.
What do you think you got a strike for?
I think somebody reported him.
For what? What do you do now?
He's been doing a lot of fucking stupid shit. Cloning people and bragging about leaving reviews and shit. He sits there in that fucking one-room apartment he has. Nobody comes to visit him.
Can you imagine going to the pizza store and they see you and they're like, "Hey, Billy, we saw that fucking 1-star review left us. Get the fuck out of here."
You seen the looks on your face when I went there to talk to him about it.
You sure they don't spit on your pizza after you get it?
I went in there to place my order, and the owner of the place, we were in grade school. We wrestled together.
Hold the spit, please.
Yeah, we got a good laugh out of that.
Did you beat him?
I pointed at one of the younger girls. I said, "Make sure she spits in my pizza, please."
Oh shit! Oh no!
Yeah, laugh.
That's gonna be clipped. My name is Justin Boyle. I live in California sometimes.
Now, what'd you think about the? You didn't listen to the rest of that. Wiggins on that broadcast too. Wiggins comes up here after Bud was on my panel. You know that, right?
No, I think I missed that part. I
the
missed
same clip. Well, I see you're impatient. You just want to come in and leave. You're a hit and run like what Doug fucking accused me.
Well, you only played the beginning. You didn't play like.
Well, you didn't want to listen no more. You fucking.
Well, Billy, I'm a very busy person. I mean, just because I'm on the panel,
you're real.
I'm
busy.
doing stuff at the same time. I mean, you think I'm just sitting there talking to you? I'm fucking doing 3 different things.
You're no more busy than I am.
I'm a mover and a shaker. I'm fucking moving and shaking right now at the same time.
Well,
if I didn't have this fucking rotator cuff surgery, I'd be fucking out here.
So what about DA?
DA is lost, dude. He was delivering mail and he stopped into Vegas. They stole his mail truck.
Him and Logical are gonna stream
again. When? Anytime this year, or we have to wait another 5 years? Billy joined the club. You joined the hooded club. You're part of the gang now, the hood gang.
The devil always smiles.
You ever see that movie, The Devil's Reign?
You don't like me?
You're obsessed. You're obsessed with this fucking nobody, dude.
You don't like me. You don't like me.
Hey, dude, you're a big hit over there at that other place. They fucking miss you.
Are they watching me?
No, but they said, where's your friend? Where's your friend? The fucking old man. I said, I'll tell him. I'll tell him you want him back. You just got to go over there and make an appearance.
Hey, listen. Empress was posting he's live. If you go to his channel, Empress Chinchilla.
Who that weirdo with the fucking Tessa fetish?
Something ain't right.
That's for sure.
Something just isn't right.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah, he long time ago there he posted that he's keeping track of my sleep patterns. Oh, he had an awful hard on for me. He raised hell with Rocky Coleman.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, about me being fucking. He never been in a submarine. Bah, 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 bah. You don't like me. You don't like me.
What's he done? What's fucking what's Shane done? What's Shane ever done?
How I drained my balls. I drained my balls.
Why do I do this to myself? I'm gonna pray for death.
You know, the funniest thing I did to him is that when I made that clone Emperor Chinchilla.
You got one person in here. This is great. This is the best stream ever, dude. It's probably.
Well, it'll go. It's under review right now. Probably somebody's just recording it or whatever. And they'll go back because I leave them up. You know. Seeking, yeah, ye shall find.
Hey, today's CB's birthday. You getting her a present?
I thought you wanted. Listen. That's how I went in there. 3 different handles. I posted your name at Gotti Prime. Gotti Prime wants to give CB a birthday spanking. It wouldn't go through.
I didn't see it. I think it's a spanking is like abuse, so you can't post that. They're very fucking sensitive.
You know, so I'm like,
right shit.
Well, you know, I'm good at finding what words. I'm like, that's fucked up.
You got to write it differently. You got to write like a retard.
No, I know how to do it. I could have done it. You know, I could. I looked at it and I said, birthday spanking. Really? So, see what I did here? Gotti probably wants to give CB a birthday spanking.
Yeah, he doesn't want to touch her.
So that means somebody who runs Vegas chat does that shit.
I thought they're supposed to get rid of all the lepers. Like they're supposed to put all the lepers in one place.
And then this thing with the XP points, you know, Coffee Man posts. He's #1 chatter in that chat. I'm like, what the fuck?
Why do they have 8,000 fucking points? What the fuck is that?
I'm like, what's the per other than you know?
That
I mean,
proves,
they got it so you can look at their handles and go to their channel.
Well, that proves you're the biggest loser. You fucking 8,000 fucking points. Holy shit! Is it coffee or is it rum? Either or was the fucking worst.
It's the worst people on YouTube.
How does it even work? You think Logical would win with all the spamming?
Me.
Are you jealous though? Or you sound like you want to be #1.
No, I am #1.
What number are you on the list?
According to that, I don't know. I could go look. I have several accounts that I go in there with, so it's kind of spreads it out a little bit.
Fucking 8,000 points. Holy shit!
Why do I care?
If he gets the 10,000, what does he get? What does he get to do? He gets to jerk off to himself? What does he do?
That fucking Chrissy. Oh, Wendy. I blocked her, right?
Chrissy.
Why, kiddos? Why are you in my backstage?
Put him up. He's got nothing to do. It's either him or a fucking acid bomb. Put up Slackjaw McGee.
Oh my god.
Hey, Billy Hayden. Fuck you, Gotti. That. Yep, that's pretty much how I figured it. Are you putting on a face? Get that puss off your face. Get that puss off your face, kiddos. Look at he's serious today. He's ready for war. Are you going to war?
He's mad at me.
He's wearing his war helmet. Look at him. He hasn't slept all fucking day. Look at his eyes. Holy shit.
He's mad at me.
Holy fuck. What, did Linda fucking curse you out or something? What happened?
You're hired.
Boy, if I had a jaw like that, boy. Oh, man.
Justin, are you okay with me going one more round?
All the things I could do, boy, if I had
I
a
don't
jaw
know. You got to
like
turn
that.
your background shit off, kiddos. I don't want nothing on in the background. Please.
I don't give a fuck what you want.
Okay.
Whatever.
He says he doesn't give a fuck what I want.
No, he went in another room. He's all right, dude. He's okay. Put him back. Billy, he was a guest.
No, he's not. He's a fucking pest.
He doesn't give a fuck what you want.
He's a fucking pest.
Who broke his jaw?
He's like the fucking biggest chigger I've ever seen.
Linda broke his fucking jaw.
Can you imagine if he bit you? Feel like getting bit by a Komodo dragon.
He's like a tick. He's ready to burst.
You only have to bite you once, and it'd be about 3 hours of bacteria would take over, and your flesh would be gone.
A Komodo dragon.
So Whip's on vacation again, right? He's on ski vacation, spending all his time in Vegas chat.
Oh, he's doing the fucking slaloms again?
That fucker never leaves chat. I go to bed at 9 o'clock. I get up 2, 3, 4 o'clock, whatever it is. You know, sometimes I go online. Sometimes I don't think I went live at that hour. I forget if I did or not. I might have. I don't think I did. I think I took the night. But, there's a lot of times, 8 hours, I'm not in these chats.
8 hours? You've been off YouTube for 8 hours?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
No,
How do you do it?
Isn't that something?
How the fuck do you do it? What's your secret?
You hate me? Why you hate me? Billy hates me. Daisy. Billy hates me, Daisy. Billy hates me.
I have a feeling that they all have a secret chat somewhere. They all just congregate.
That's what they're saying. Somebody was bugging me the other day about it. Like JC did go live because I'm subscribed to her on my subscription phone.
Oh, JC went live. Yeah, you saw it.
I probably should brush my teeth. I just got done eating. I'm out of sub rolls. The rest of that sandwich meat, the roast beef I bought, which is deli meats are always most expensive.
Deli meat.
But I'll take them and I'll throw them in an iron skillet and cook some of the fat and the moisture off them. Eat it in a salad or,
It dries up. Doesn't it dry up, though, when you do that?
Not if you cover it and don't overcook it. I always add a little Worcestershire sauce when it's kind of rendered a little bit.
I don't use the Worcestershire sauce.
You hate me, Gotti.
Worcestershire sauce.
Gotti, don't hate me, okay?
Bud, go jump in a fucking tornado and fucking fly away, will you? Get in a broom. Get in a
Duckbird,
broom.
duckbird, don't fly away, fly
Let
away.
your hair down and jump in a
Susan
fucking
Croft.
tornado and pretend you're the Wicked Witch of the West. Get up there and fucking fly. Dun, 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 dun.
I swear to God, Lady Venom and Siberian Gal Pal, right? One was that's grandmother and granddaughter right there.
Wicked Witch of the West, Wicked Witch of the East.
Oh, fucking descendants of her.
Somebody drop a house on her.
What was that woman's name that played that character in the movie?
Oh, I don't know, but she was fucking always fucking put on as a witch face.
She was funny as hell.
She was a good actress. She was really good.
Funny. She was funny.
She was
as hell.
typecast.
She was very well liked, very talented woman.
Very
Yes, she
sweet.
was.
Apparently she's a very sweet woman too.
And your little dog too, Miss Pretty.
Like that. You got to go through life with that hard face, you know, and they cast you as a witch.
Why you hate me?
But she had a good career.
Why you hate me?
I bet she lived a good life.
Why you hate me?
Just I wish I had a bat. I could just fucking beat him over the head with it. Like a fucking pinata.
Billboard can't do this shit with his AI. Why you hate me? Why?
Billboard.
Why?
Billboard's doing everything apparently. He's living the life. He's writing fucking these long ass poems. He's writing long ass poems to Zen and Rob. He's writing these big fucking long songs. He's writing it. He's literally writing it out. I think he wrote like 2 pages recently, and he
well, good for him.
He put a song to it.
I have a song, a rap song, Cleavage and Crack.
Did you ever see Billboard? Did I show you Billboard's face?
I think you guys might have had a picture in that. I got some taste of him over at Zenny's and all that. And then I was around for the big feud that ensued.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck. You want to talk about people's looks? People want to talk about people's looks here? Holy shit. Look at this, motherfucker.
You know,
Holy
to me,
fuck.
hearing somebody's voice is good enough to me.
Listen. Look at this fucking face. This is a face. What is that?
He looks like
I can't even fit him in the frame. Put him on the big screen. We could fucking critique this.
Is that really him though?
Yes, that's him. Look at this motherfucking monstrosity.
He looks like John Belushi in a way.
Holy shit, dude.
Only
He looks like
fatter.
that. He
Look
looks
at
like
that
that gay genie. Remember that gay genie from the Hanna-Barbera cartoons? He used to go around with the fucking Laugh Olympics.
He kind of looks like fucking Captain Spaulding.
No, Captain Spaulding's white. He's a white whale. This one's a sperm whale.
You can find him at the mouth of the St. Lawrence River.
Holy fuck, man. Look at this fucking face. Look at this guy.
Oh, best thing
He's
he
from
ever
Peru.
did was that Avatar he made, me choking Wiggin.
Oh, that one little
I
picture.
think I have that somewhere. I haven't looked it up.
You know he's obsolete now, right?
You know, Wiggin alone. Even when he was trolling me, I didn't just go in and start. I always wait till they post at me first. I don't just go in and fucking start shit.
What are you talking about? You and him are buddies.
I'll go in, post 3 or 4 emojis, whatever. I get called being a spammer.
He came here the other day. You guys were friends. What are you talking about?
He needs me.
We're all part of the BEC. BAC, whatever the fuck it is.
I hear that. We're all part of the BAC.
The BAC.
Ellie Acres crew.
We're the back. We're back. The boys are back in town.
More like
play that song, Billy. Play that. Right, you'll be good.
He went off again.
Play the boys are back in town. You know the boys are back in town. Play that song. You're not gonna get a strike. Play like 1 minute.
Yeah,
1 minute.
Yeah, they did it on me when I played it the other night. They made my stream out of it.
Christ. If you play it on the thing, yeah, but if you play it on one of your devices, you'll be fine.
The boys are back. The boys
I
are
don't
back.
know. I don't know who sings it, but yeah, the boys are back in town.
It's Thin Lizzy.
Oh, Thin Lizzy sings that? Okay. Yeah, I want to know that.
Yeah,
That's
Thin
before
Lizzy.
my time. Yeah. I never understood the name Thin Lizzy and what they were all about.
You got to listen to their music, especially their first album that came out.
What's their biggest hit?
The Boys Are Back in Town.
That's the biggest hit? Okay.
One
Well,
of
that's
them.
about it.
They had more than one. There's more than one.
Look at this fucking pork chop. Holy shit. Holy
Billboard.
fuck. As Billy would say, fuck. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I'll never forget the time he cried on Shannon's panel. Oh, you guys are like family to me. I'm a fat kid.
Billboard?
I got no girlfriend. I got no life. You people are a family to me. Thank you. I love you guys.
There's a few other people that have done.
2 weeks later, Shannon was fucking chewing them out.
There's a few other people that were like that. That Feline Fee telling everybody in that bicycle chat there over in Holland.
Feline Fee, she's another psycho, man. What's up with her?
Yeah.
I call her Feline Feces. She's lesbian. She's lesbian for what's her name? Headpiece. She was a big lesbian for Headpiece.
Have you seen what Nah Rider looks like? Her dirty laundry.
The dirty laundry guy. He blocked me. Yeah, they were together, married or some shit. What the fuck was
whatever.
that story?
Have you seen a picture of him?
I don't remember. Bald and creepy, probably.
Close enough.
Bald and creepy.
He's built like Sebastian, but 5'4". Maybe he weighs a little less.
There you go.
He's got these tiny little wrists on him.
Another winner. Another fucking winner.
Oh, he's talking about how sick his dad is. This
fucker
go
another
live
sob story.
and put the camera. He'll lay there and fucking whether he's sleeping or not. He lays there like he's fucking sleeping.
Another fucking sob story. That's good to know.
He'll post about me, but has me blocked because they know that if I might be looking. I don't always look. Sometimes I say fuck it, and I turn that other motherfucker off so I don't see him. I was doing that this morning.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Everything's the same. Nothing's big is going on YouTube. It's the same shit. There's no big scandals. There's no fucking stories. It's just the same old rehash of. It's like eating the same fucking ham sandwich every day. How different is it going to be? What's for dinner today? Oh, ham sandwich. Oh, ham sandwich. Oh, ham sandwich. Oh, great ham sandwich. Hey, have a ham sandwich.
Ham and egger. Bobby the Brain eating. Boring.
Ham and egger. Bobby the Brain was he was a genius. He was. He really was.
Back in the 80s, I lived down in Charleston. The old lady and I, we went to wrestling matches down there. I met Ernie Ladd, big cat Ernie Ladd. Boy, that guy is fucking big, tall guy. He put a hurting on you if I could. I wouldn't want to get in a fight with that guy.
They call him the big cat Ernie Ladd.
Big cat Ernie Ladd. He's a fucking big dude.
Yeah, that's way before my time. I didn't know much about him. I just know they talk about him all the time.
His fucking hands are twice the size of mine.
He said he made more money in like a month wrestling than he did all year football. Or something like that. He was going to retire, but he made so much money wrestling.
I always wanted to meet Ron Simmons.
Oh, yeah, Ron Simmons. Yeah,
I'd love to meet that guy.
Yeah, he was really good. He had a good career. He was the first WCW black champion. So they say.
What might make him mad if I ever met him? I'll ask him, do you want more than 72 virgins when you get to Allah?
Is he a fucking Muslim?
Yeah, their team was Nation of Muslim.
No, it wasn't. It was Nation.
Yeah, Ron Simmons. Yeah.
He had the hat on. Yeah, you're right. He did. He was called Farouk.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
But that was just a ploy. He was a real man because he played football. Ron Simmons was a tough motherfucker. That was a tough guy.
He was a badass.
He's a badass. That guy is fucking.
He's probably APA. You know who was a good wrestler? That Booker T. He was really good. He was a funny fucker. He used to he won the King of the Ring one year, and he used to come out in the king crown and the fucking robe and the scepter. He used to do a whole thing with an English accent. Fucking funny as shit. And you would go back and forth between the English accent and fucking talking like a thug. And just the fucking great. Booker T.
No, it's making me think of somebody else, an actor who is a football player, Jim Brown, big black
Jim
guy.
Brown, yeah. Jim Brown was
Right?
way back.
He was in a movie with Raquel Welch. Can you imagine sniffing around that?
What was that? That Mexican picture? They were like fighting the
Trying to
Mexicans.
think. I can't think of the title of the movie. It's a Western.
It sounds familiar.
It might be Bandolero. I forget it, but James Brown is in a movie with, or Jim Brown is in a movie with Raquel Welch, and they're down in Texas and Mexico way and all that, running into trouble.
Yeah, that's the one. I think they made like a trilogy out of that. Raquel Welch.
Raquel Welch.
Yeah, she was good back in the day, yeah.
Why you hate me? You hate me?
You look like you got Coke on your nose. You got Coke on your nose, dude?
Blood?
Get some. You should. That's what you should do next time you go live. Put some fucking flour on you. Put some flour on your nose and just do it like that.
All over my face. Right?
Yeah. All
All
cooked up. Yeah, just bend over with the hood. Bend over with the hood on and just fucking start sniffing. Come up with the fucking flour.
You want to see what turns Jarl on?
This picture does. This picture does right here.
You hate me? You hate me?
Dot loves it when you do that.
You hate me? He ain't been
All
in my.
right,
He said he's gonna just. Yeah, I'm taking off. I got.
I'm gonna get going. Do
I'm
the
at 3
fucking
hours.
do the LD seizure before I go, please.
I'm epileptic. Here, let me pee on your jacket. Be careful, Rusty. You're not wearing that fucker when he decides to pee on it. Bye, everybody.
Really good job. I'll see you. Take care.